Hello and welcome to Happy Foot, Sad Foot. I'm Travis Helwig.
I'm Darren Miller.
Darren, what was that noise that just happened behind you?
I was still, that was my wife leaving.
Look, most of you who are watching this live, and those of you who are listening tomorrow, know what has just happened. LAFC has lost in penalties to Vancouver after an incredibly difficult game where we didn't show up in the first half and we really showed up in the second half. Vancouver showed their quality throughout the first and extra time. We were beaten today. I don't think we were. I don't think we lost. Well, our first half performance left a lot to be desired. Our season is over. Steve Cherundolo's era as the head coach is over, and it ends with a really weird feeling. And I imagine immediately when we lost, I thought of Philadelphia when we won MLS Cup and how it must have felt to be them in what was an incredible game, right? Like a game that makes you feel something, that makes you remember why you love soccer. A game that has like beautiful moments, but a game that ultimately for us will be remembered with sadness. But like, I think about what Philadelphia must have thought in that MLS Cup match, where they had the game won in the same way that we had the game won when we were playing 11 against 9, and we hit the post 3 times in 4 seconds. Vince was right. It makes a Vancouver team feel like a team of destiny. And they sort of felt like a team of destiny, right? We had chances to score and we didn't. They scored 2 sloppy mistakes, one from Hugo, one from our defense. We scored 1 amazing goal and 1 kind of stupid goal. But the season ends with a game that I'm not proud of, right? I am proud of the way we came back from what was an atrocious first half. I am proud of this team. I think that we have better days ahead of us with Sonny on our team. I imagine Bwanga will continue to want to stay on this team with Sonny here. Mm-hmm. But it's a tough pill to swallow in what was a game that I felt like, we should have won. We should have won at the end of the second half, and we should have won with a man up for 30 minutes and 2 men up for 15. But that's sports, baby. That's sports, baby. Darren, how are you feeling?
That was a rough roller coaster. I think, unfortunately, I have to say, I think it was pretty fitting for the roller coaster that was this season.
Mm-hmm.
It felt like we were playing with house money a little bit at the end there. As soon as we got Sonny, we were experiencing a turnaround that I don't know if we really earned. And I certainly enjoyed it. But the same way, it's going to be really fucking hard to start a game like that and win it against that team. It's really fucking hard to start a season like that and win the cup. And
think about what this game would have been like if we were at home.
That's exactly what I was just about to say. Yeah. You can say we got Sonny and we were firing all cylinders and we're hot at just the right moment. And as soon as you get into the playoffs, all bets are off. But that is the one remaining thing. We could have played that game at home. And honestly, I think we win that game at home by 2 goals minimum. Like I'm not trying to blame the game on the turf, but there was a lot about that game that just felt like it wouldn't have been off in the same way at home. That's not to say that's all we needed. Obviously, we should have just rose to the occasion and made it happen. But Vancouver was the better team. If you take the entire season into account, they were the better team on the day. Yeah, we couldn't pull it out. We could have. We were almost there, but
my favorite comment so far we've ever gotten on this podcast. Expected. Americans are stupid. He's spamming. It's already on the screen. You don't need to spam. We agree that we're stupid. It is in the tagline of the show. We won't be the smartest LAFC podcast, but we will be the
dumbest. That's a promise. And I think we've kept that promise very well, consistently.
Yeah. This has been a really unfun season until Son came. And Son came and he breathed new life into the team. And let's just be frank, the game itself was a microcosm for the season, right?
Yeah.
It was a game in which we started terrible. We felt like we had hope, and we ultimately weren't good enough. And we weren't good enough, right? I'll never blame Son for missing that penalty. Injured with jet lag.
He put the whole team on his back and scored 2 goals.
We had no shot if it wasn't for Son.
Yeah.
Son single-handedly kept us in that game and could have potentially won it for us. Bouanga did not show up in the way that we needed him to.
He didn't, and I think that's right. I'm not going to disagree with you, but like I also don't like I saw him fighting his ass off all game and just not catching breaks. Like Blackman was literally body checking him over and over again. I can't blame any player that has that kind of a game. Like you're just getting the shit beaten out of him all game.
Well, I mean, this is the Denny Bouanga experience, right? Like new fans to the team might not be used to Denny, but Denny is a streaky scorer and he gets in his head. And today he was in his head. And I want everyone to imagine this team with just Denny and no Son, right? Where Denny gets in his head, cannot perform, and we have no other option. Because we have Sonny, I would say right now, every team in the league would take Son over every other player besides maybe Leo Messi. And even that, I think there's a debate based on like where you are in your career. I'm not saying that Son is as good as Leo Messi long-term. I think everyone gets what I'm saying. Son kept us in that game single-handedly. It was, I will remember this game for a long time for the disappointment I feel right now, but also the joy I felt when he hit that shot. I hadn't felt that way in a long time. When we didn't win it in extra time, a man up, you start to have a feeling that it's not going to go your way. Vince, you're back. How are you feeling about the game? Any happy feet or sad feet?
I mean, it's really so disappointing the way it ended, but I'm proud of the way the team made it a game and made it. If you watched just that first half, you would have said, let's pack it up.
Pack it up.
It's fine. It's over. I hear your points about Denny. And while, yes, there's games in which he's more clinical, I don't think he actually had very many chances where he was like in a clear scoring opportunity, aside from that moment where we all picked out like the turf fucked him and really screwed him over. Like, but I will say this: he's not like some players. He's not. He was contributing to the game in other ways. His ability to get on the ball, like I said, he turned Tristan Blackman over and over and over in the second half. And he was receiving the ball basically, let's say 10 yards into midfield and then carrying it into the final third. That is so important. I know it's not sexy. It doesn't really show up on the score sheet, but it's important. And then he wins the foul that turns into the game tying goal. The red card. I don't really put this on Denny so much. And I know that a lot of people are going to say, oh my God, I can't believe you couldn't win up a man and then up 2 men. But like, my response to you would be, have you ever watched fucking soccer? Like, this is the way that this sport is played. It's not, it's a territorial sport. It's not necessarily a sport in which you remove one player and the other team becomes absolutely worthless and unable to do anything.
Yeah, it's not hockey. Like, you you take the guys who would have been strikers and make them and take them off the field, and you still have the same amount of defenders.
Yeah, and even hockey, right? There's a penalty kill in hockey, and there's some teams that are good at it, and there's some teams that aren't, right? And I thought LAFC brought the game to them. They hit the post 3 times in 3 seconds.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
I don't want to, I'll say it. That's sports, baby. Like, that's the definition of it. Like, this is a sport in which randomness rules. It is the ultimate killer of dreams. And for LAFC tonight, what killed them was not having a complete game. But when it mattered, like, they brought the game to Vancouver, and then ultimately they lose in a penalty shootout. I'm disappointed. I'm dejected. Am I upset with any of the players on the field? Not necessarily. I don't think there's anyone to really point a finger at. Besides, I think the only thing you can say is this, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people that are like, fucking finally. First half, they got it wrong. And you could say, a big caveat is this. There's a score line in the second half that is important to this. 2-0 down. You go for it. And Vancouver's 2-0 up. Would I have loved to see a 4-3-3 from the start? Sure. But their game plan is what they thought was the best in the moment. They are at least smart enough to change. I'll give them that. Like, they're at least smart enough to say, this is not going well. Let's make a major overhaul. And LAFC very much gets in the game. And I think that might be a microcosm of the season for a lot of people. For me, in a lot of ways too. Like, I don't love a 3 center back system. I like a 4-3-3. I think that it just caters to the type of player that LAFC brings in. Even if they want to play in transition, I still think a 4-3-3 is really the way they want to play. And so I'm bummed that ultimately the coaching staff looks at it a different way than I do. And I think the way they look at it is this. Soccer is about being good in both boxes. And Steve has said this, be good in both boxes. So he sets up his team to absolutely not give up big chances, but in a way in which they can gash teams going back the other way. That's his prerogative. That's what I'm not the one, as much as all of us are like, I would do it different. Well, we're not the ones that could get fired. And we could easily say, and that's why at 2-0, it's very easy to say, change to 4-3-3, go for it, right? It makes sense. At 0-0, when you're flying up to Vancouver, it maybe doesn't make the same amount of sense. So that's my catering to Steve a little bit, but ultimately he got it wrong. And second half was the way they should play. I would love to see, here's what is going to bother me in the next couple months. I just want to see this team play like this. I want to see that team on the field to start the season. And I don't know if I will.
Did you lose him, Darren?
Oh, yeah. Vince, you're cutting out.
You cut out. Something with your mic happened.
Yeah, you're muted. Hold on, you just unmute yourself. You're good.
Sorry, is it better?
Yeah. You're good. You said Andy Morin.
Ultimately, there's just so many second guesses about this team, and I think that's the hardest part.
Vince, it is important to remember that now that Steve Cherundolo's tenure with the team is over, we don't have to defend him anymore. They won't pay us to do it.
Yeah, our paychecks are up. For everybody who thought we got paid to do this.
Look. What?
It's just defiantly took his headphones off.
You're
on mute. He's muted.
You're muted again. You're muted.
Fucking microphone has been the terror of my life. It's somehow messing up both my voice and hearing you guys.
Oh,
all right.
Yeah. Go.
Well, listen.
Go fucking figure.
We have a ton of callers.
A lot of callers.
And we have a bunch of super chats. Let's do the super chats first. And then get to some callers. Lobbing Scorchers, our friends up in Seattle.
Oh, fuck them.
One of only 5 good MLS podcasts. Go follow Lobbing Scorchers if you haven't. Have sent us our biggest super chat of the year, $50.
What are they doing? Do we have to give it back?
Wow.
Thank you so much. No. Thank you so much, Lobbing Scorchers. Buy yourself some nice champagne. Sonny earned it. We deserve it. Thank you, Noah and Ari up at Lobbing Scorchers. If you like MLS and you want to support a team-specific podcast, they're doing really good stuff up in Seattle at Lobbing Scorchers. They're our friends. I'm feeling sad. Can't really.
Also, they talk a lot about non-Seattle MLS stuff too.
They did elect a mayor.
Yeah, they're in
I
politics.
mean, the woman who just won mayor of Seattle was on their podcast before any other podcast, I think. Crazy.
It's true. I'll say this.
That's the only time they ever talked about politics. Maybe
Lobbing
it's not, I don't know.
Scorchers.
No, I don't think it is.
We love Lobbing Scorchers. Go follow them. Also, just want everyone to know, as is the case every season, we're going to do a full season review. We'll have a episode where we come out where the three of us are going to go through everything about the season, how we're feeling about the season. It'll be a recap. It'll probably happen after the holiday now because I travel early. So if we're not giving you a full roundup of the season, don't worry, it's coming soon. We're just feeling out this game, and we'll be the id of how you're feeling right now. Scarecrow, thank you so much for the super chat. Starting Ordaz was a mistake. The Martinez experiment should be over now. I think these are two different points. Starting Ordaz clearly was a mistake, right? We were better with Ordaz not on the field. I don't think
Not because of Ordaz, though.
not because of Ordaz.
I think, I mean, maybe this person doesn't mean it this way. I feel bad that we have to bring Nathan's name into this. Starting in a 3-4-3 was a mistake. Nathan is not a mistake. He didn't play poorly.
He played very well in the game.
Gave us
plan
our
that
only
was
chances in the
set
first
up,
half.
which was not the right game plan.
He did not have a poor game. It was just and again, it's hard to know. Like, you go out there and you're like, this is the game plan, guys. And then you leave it to 11 players with 11 different ideas of what they're going to do, 11 different interpretations of what you want them to do versus another 11 players. And maybe it doesn't turn, maybe it definitely doesn't go, they're not playing the way you want them to or whatever. But I mean, my biggest point still is, Nathan, I don't want him to be some kind of scapegoat in terms of this, because I thought he played well. And I feel bad for him, because regardless of what happens, when you get subbed out in that moment at halftime, you feel like shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and he does not deserve that. I think that he has the wherewithal, because he's been through some tough moments like this already, even in his young career, that he can come back from this. But still, man, I mean, it's a big moment. I mean, I think we talked offline about this, Travis and I, and Darren even too, is like, the one big worry when your coach says he's leaving is not that he doesn't care about winning. It's that he doesn't care about tomorrow. And so he can burn someone like Nathan, or not saying he did, but he could say like, oh, I'll take this guy off. I don't give a shit. I don't care what happens next season because I won't be here. I don't think that was his understanding of the situation, but it's still a very real thing. And I hope that people understand, like, again, Nathan, and the same thing with Martinez. Like, Martinez, I'm very surprised he got brought in there. I thought he did incredibly well under the circumstances. I would have thought I did not. That's not the sub I would have made, and I thought he was very good. So take it for what it is.
We have been very hard on Martinez all season. I think there are moments in that game you can point to if you're not used to watching LAFC, where you're like, Martinez shouldn't have taken that shot. Martinez shouldn't have done X, Y, and Z. This was one of the more complete performances from David Martinez. I get why someone who may not be used to watching this team or is new to watching this team might be frustrated with David Martinez. That's the David Martinez experience. It is possible this is his final game with the team, right? It hasn't really worked with him here. That said, I am not, when I think of what I'm frustrated with in this game, it has nothing to do with David Martinez. It doesn't. I thought he was creative and interesting and like fought and smart in moments where he was not smart in other parts of the season, right? Played an intelligent game.
And for the people saying if he just lays it off, they score, watch what happens in that entire sequence. You would have thought 4 different times LAFC would have scored. It doesn't work that way. There's no certain goals. He hits a shot, it hits the post. The next guy hits a shot, it hits the post. The next guy hits a shot, it hits the post. Tell me what a certain goal is. Like, I mean, I've seen it. There's definitely tap-ins. There was no tap in there. In those moments, they did everything
He
that
didn't have a
they
good
thought
shot.
was best in the moment, and they actually ended up with a little bit of bad luck. But that's to be expected in this sport. Again,
Like, this is not a game that like none of us are going to come up with a single thing to point the finger at that's going to like answer the question of what went wrong all at once. It's just not going to happen. So I'm not saying we're going to have a bunch of callers on in a minute. I'm not saying don't point out what you saw and let's not talk about it. Let's talk about it. That's
you
great.
know what? If you're waiting online, just go.
But
No,
I
we have
just,
so
like,
many
I'm
callers.
gonna have
This
a
is
hard
the
time.
most
I know,
callers we've
there's
ever
Yeah,
too
we have a lot
many.
of callers. Yeah, I'm really excited actually.
Can we bring them all out at
I've been
once?
hearing us talk for way too long. I want to talk to these people. But I was just like, it's not going to be like, oh, I know why, because David Martinez didn't make one different decision. Like, it's just not going to happen that way. That said, like, that's not to completely discount that. Like, yeah, you saw something. It's not like you're pulling it out of your ass. I get it.
There's a lot of people who are upset with David Martinez in the comments, and I understand. We have gotten shit all year long for being too hard on David Martinez.
It's so funny.
We actively dislike David Martinez when he comes on for this team.
I love David Martinez,
and
I never doubted David Martinez.
Darren, we know you didn't. And yet today, the one day where we're like, he did all right. I get why.
Everyone's like, what the fuck are you guys talking about?
I get it. That's the David Martinez. You got the David Martinez experience and the Denny Bawanga experience in one game.
And
We
the
have one
Sonny
more-
experience, except for missing the PK. The Sonny experience is just fucking incredible. I still don't know how we deserve him.
Efrain Benitez says we don't deserve to win if we can't score against 9 men. And I think that's true.
Well,
That's true.
I get it. But here, think of it this way. When there's 11 men on the field, how many are actually defending? We talk all the time about Bawanga.
That's we said that. I agree. Like, it's the same defense.
But I can guarantee you when there's 9 men on the field, do you know how many are defending? 9. 9 are defending. There's no one cheating.
Sometimes
anymore.
it's more. Sometimes they have more defending than when it's 11.
I get it. 9 is less than 11. It's not that simple. But back to Darren's point, it's not that simple. I can't stress this enough. And you don't have to believe me, but like I've played in these games at a much lower level and then watched them at a much higher level. I've watched teams with 10 men after like the first minute win games. Like it's not unspeakable. This is the way the sport goes. But I still understand the frustration. Yeah. You would like to think that you could finish it off. And I would be more frustrated if I watched them not get shots off and not hit the post against 9 men. That's where your frustration should be.
Well, you can bank on. It would certainly be a real tragedy if we give up a goal or we give up even chances.
Yeah,
like you should be able to bank on. You should be able to bank on not having to worry about them attacking.
Zero penetration or attack from Vancouver when they went down. So you absolutely neutralize the team and then hit the post multiple times. Like, I think you just got to understand, and I know it's hard to say this, like it's not black and white. Like sports, that's sports. I'm sorry. It's the blanket statement. That's sports.
I have to go take my dog out. I just got a text. So why don't you start bringing on the callers? I'll be back in like 2 minutes. I'll be right back.
Justin W, I see you muted. If you want to come on, unmute. That was quick.
Hey
Justin,
guys, how you guys
welcome
doing?
back to the show.
Doing the customary walk.
First time, long time. I haven't talked to you guys in a long time.
Yeah.
I was wondering if there was a game today. I don't know. I just saw you guys were on. So
You've been walking for 4 hours or what?
yeah,
To be
I've
fair,
been
we
walking
only
since
took
the last
like
time I
a
called you.
2.5 week break. So if you didn't know there was a game, it's not your fault.
Yeah.
No. I really do think that the last time I talked to you guys, the last couple times I talked to you guys, usually after losses or usually after something disappointing, and I can't get over this idea of we don't take the season serious. And so when we get to the playoffs, we tend to not be in serious situations. For example, like you said at the beginning of the show, at the beginning of the postgame show, was that, if we would have took the whole season serious, this game would have been at home. right? And what I mean
Mhm.
by serious is the fact that it's just the beginning of the season every single year. It's just incomplete roster after incomplete roster after incomplete roster, and rely every single year on the summer transfer window. And it's shown multiple times in a row that that's not a thing that we can kind of hold our hat on anymore. This year I feel like we had a lot of misses in the transfer window. I think that a lot of the guys that we brought in this year didn't really help much, outside of Delgado. Um, it's really interesting seeing what's going to happen next year, considering like half our team is gone out of contract, and the three guys that we have already announced that are coming back on a new contract, like none of them finished the game. Between Palencia, Hollingshead, and Tillman, they didn't complete. They didn't finish the first 90 minutes. I understand, chasing the game and whatnot, but it's just kind of one of those things where it's okay. Well, if we took the season, at the beginning of the season, we got our players, we got our 11, and we kind of stick to it. I feel like that'd be more cohesive. But it is what it is. Baluta didn't play at all. And I guess that's not his fault. But we were again no third DP. Um, and I hate comparing ourselves to other teams because we are blessed to have the players that we do have. But at the same time, it's like, hey, when are we gonna like actually have the entire roster designation the way it's supposed to, the way it's supposed to be set up? And I get it, woe is me. We have Sun and we have Bawanga and we have all these incredible players, but at the same time, we could be better, and I just wish that I feel like in 2022 we hit on all of those acquisitions, every single one of them for the most part played and contributed. And it's like the last 2 years we've just missed. We've whiffed on most of them. For example, Porteous was the one guy this today where I was like, yes, this guy, I hope he stays with us. But we shouldn't have him. We got him because Long got hurt. Like that wasn't a in-season transfer that was normally going to happen. That was kind of an emergency thing. So I don't know what's your guys' thoughts on that. I feel like if we go into the season knowing what the fuck our team's going to be, we have more
Yeah.
consistency. We know what the fuck we're going to do. Because again, I've been told on multiple podcasts and multiple DMs, and it's like, oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter until the summer. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter until the summer. Well, it does matter. It showed today that it matters.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, turf is one thing. Home field advantage is one thing, and I'm not totally disagreeing with you, but the home field advantage I think played less into it than that. But I think you make a salient point. In 2022, they hit a lot. They hit on almost, and they changed over that roster a huge amount, and they hit on so much. But that being said, they still brought in a Gareth Bale. They still brought in Giorgio Chiellini. They still brought in Christian Teo. I mean, we can laugh about it, but they still made a lot of changes. They still used that summer window to their advantage.
For
And
bigger
I think
names.
it points to just how hard it is to integrate players in chop and change, like in the way in which MLS does it. And the biggest answer to your question is what they did. Like, the season's changing. I think that like LAFC just tried to mitigate what like the window did in terms of like they want to bring in both good players but also high quality talent from around the world. And you're right, the windows don't line up, and it doesn't really line up. The philosophy doesn't necessarily really line up with what MLS does. However, you would say it's good to be hot at the end of the season, right? Like LAFC's never really been a team that just like turns it on. But they are also a team that has to play a lot of games, more games than any other team has played. I'm going to guarantee in the last 3 seasons. So there's no good answer for it. I'm not excusing it. And you make good points, but there's also like a little bit of, data points. Like, this makes sense. Like there's not much you can do here. And they did the best with what they had, but you're right. They didn't succeed ultimately. That's what matters, right? Like they managed it in a way that I think probably was best of any team. Like there's not many teams that had to manage this. So we don't have a point to say like, this team did it so much better. But yeah, I mean, I would very much like, and I think the answer to your question is kind of what they did. They're like, let's lock up those guys so that next season we don't have to think about this. So I think you're in the same mindset that John Thornton is in when he's saying like, I'm not going to wait till the offseason.
You must be sick of this.
Yeah, like I'm gonna
More than
get this
anyone.
guy. He's locked up. He like as much as there's a normal turnover in MLS. I think if we look at this team in terms of who is now locked up after we were all kind of fretting, like these guys are coming off their contracts, the team is pretty well structured. In terms, unless people want to leave out of their contract, but in terms of like the guys that contracts have been re-upped, like now they're pretty well structured. So it's like, I guess what I'm saying is like you're 100% right. There's a little bit of extra nuance to it, but also John Thornton felt what you saw, and he went out and kind of did some things to mitigate.
He cobbled the team that he could together, and like full credit to him, like he was able to pull signings across the line that I didn't think were possible. Right, the idea of getting Chingas Under when we did, kind of out of nowhere, when we signed De La Rosa, kind of out of nowhere, even like the Porteous and even the Jailson, which I wish he would have played. I feel like we would have won if he would have played. But it's like giving all four of those guys in situations that aren't normal, right? We got like that extended window for the Club World Cup. Again, he's able to make these signings, and for the most part, they hit. Those ones hit, but it's all the other ones, right? It's all the like the Abobasi, the Amaya, it's the Smolyakovs. It's those type of signings where if I feel like if we just hit a few more of those, like that's the difference. And again, it's always just like, oh no, they're fine. They're just kind of stopgap. And it's like, okay, well, at a point, we can't have a stopgap. At a point, it's like, what is our team?
You like
And
really
again,
built the team.
yeah, and this is something that I've
Yeah.
always been. This is my only thing I've ever brought up is this idea of roster construction, and this idea of we always complain, and not we, but people always complain about this idea of what is our philosophy, what is LAFC, what are we doing, and are we a 4-3-3? Are we attacking football? Are we pragmatic? Are we dolo ball? Well, the thing is, we have insane amount of roster exchange or roster crossover or whatever word you want to use every single year. Every single year. Well, there is no consistency. I feel like, anyways, there is no identity. And I feel like that comes from the roster construction, whether or not that's going to be, I don't think it's on Dolo. It's not on Dolo. It's on Thornton. But I would like to think that next year going forward, we have a coach who's like, hey, no, this is what I want to do, and this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
Whether it's a 4-3-3 or whether it's I want these guys or I don't want these guys. It's just this kind of this roster turnover from not even season to season. It's like from the beginning of the season to the summer, which, like we've gotten lucky to where we've, again, in 2022 and 2023, we were able to kind of make those make those finals. But the last 2 years we've struggled. And I feel like it's because of, well, if we would have won some of these games in March or some of these games in July, we would have been in a better situation. And it's like, but we're never going to win those games if we're, we don't even know who we're playing. Those guys aren't even on the team in 2 months. I don't know. I feel like I'm just kind of talking into the wind at this point, but
no, it's
know,
all good.
I think this is. Go ahead, Darren.
No, I was saying, I think it's a good point. I think that's sort of what we experienced this season. I think we had to. It was like we were surfing, right? We were trying to catch waves. We were missing waves. We were trying to ride the right ones, and it was. We were getting whiplash. Like it's not. I don't know what the rest of the league was like, but I can't think that it was totally normal. I can't think that there were 30 teams going through that same thing. It, like Vince said earlier, like we had a certain approach to finding it. The league is set up in a certain way, and then we were coached a certain way. We played a certain way. All of those things like just didn't quite align consistently. And I don't know. This is just treading on second guessing, I suppose. But it's also a world where, like, maybe the way that we played that is the reason we were able to get Sonny, and maybe I'll take that any year.
See, but I don't agree.
Justin, I'm sorry. We have so many callers. I do have to move on from you. But thank you so much for calling. We love you so much.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Go to sleep sometime soon.
That was a really smart
Never.
call. I feel guilty for doing it, but we've never had this many
you're
callers.
right. Yeah, there's a lot of people piling up.
We have to keep moving. Sorry, Justin. That was a very nice conversation we were having.
We'll touch on it again later, I'm sure.
Yeah. Ross, welcome to the show. Any happy feet or sad feet from the match?
You're muted, I believe.
Muted. Your mic is not working, Ross.
Your mic is off.
Stay on. Figure out your mic situation. We'll come back to you in 2 callers, Ross. In 2 callers, we'll come back to you.
If you're still
Daniel, welcome to the show. Daniel, any happy feet or sad
I love
feet?
your air traffic directing, Travis. You're making
producer at heart.
Guys, I'm gonna be pretty honest. I'm pretty dejected right now. But look,
What?
I'm not mad. Look, there were a lot of fuck ups this game. The first half, that was horrible.
Yeah.
That was painful to watch. Danny Bouanga had a shit game. We kind of deserved to lose. We were playing with 2 men down, and we didn't score. What the fuck? But all in all, yeah, I'm tired. It's been that type of season. It's been a roller coaster. It started out as a dud, but it ended the way it did. I feel like this is the beginning of a new story for the club. I think we're definitely in a new era. I feel like, I know it's not confirmed yet. I want to give new head coach Mark Dos Santos a chance. It's looking that way. Come on, guys. Let's. I mean, I'm not opposed to I'm actually not opposed to a guy like Vanni Sartini coming, but that's not gonna happen. But
big name like Vanni Sartini coming.
I mean, I'm not angry. It's just that was a lot to deal with this year. But I have a feeling that next year with the
Would
core
Vanni
coming
Sartini
back,
make you feel any better than Mark Dos Santos? I'm curious about that.
Look, I'm gonna be honest. Soccer wise, you know more than me, Vince. I'm a dum-dum when it comes to soccer tactics. So
not about tactics, just do you feel more comfortable? What did Vanni Sartini do that would make you feel better than Mark Dos Santos?
Well,
I've never seen Mark Dos Santos suck a dick, and I've seen Vanni Sartini suck a dick.
I mean, look, Vanni Sartini, it's just, it's cut. Look, it's always a risk bringing someone new into the room, but
Sure.
he's kind of a fresh face, and I just like the personality he gives off. And with a guy like Son, I think that could actually vibe really well. The type of enthusiasm he would bring to the bench. But anyhow, I don't think that's happening. John Thornton's really the guy who runs everything. If we're thinking about it, he's kind of like the Kevin Feige of LAFC. But yeah, that's a Marvel reference. But anyways,
John Thornton is LAFC. You're right. This is not about head coaches. John Thornton is LAFC.
Yes, this is his ship. But anyways, I think next year with the core coming in, I have a strong feeling we're gonna make a very deep run next year. It's just a gut feeling. It's just I know I said that right. The last 2 previous seasons, but I'm being real this time.
Daniel, I couldn't agree with you more. Tonight is a night I feel completely dejected, like you did. An incredibly difficult game to lose because it was for us to win, right?
And the turf needs to go.
Yeah, of course. But Sonny saved us, and we have Sonny until 2028. We have to pray that John Thornton, who has not led us astray in the past, will set up a team for Sonny to succeed. If Sonny wants Mark Dos Santos, give him Mark Dos Santos. If Sonny wants Vanni Sartini, give him Vanni Sartini.
Not enough people have said this. Not enough people have talked about this about the coach. I don't give a fuck who the coach is, as long as Sonny's cool with him.
Whatever
Honestly,
Sonny wants.
It's a good start.
100%.
It's a good start.
And to be fair, Sonny has been good under Steve Cherundolo's system. It's not, I know people, this is the end of Steve Cherundolo. We haven't really talked about it. I understand that people are excited to see the end of Steve Cherundolo. If Sonny was happy under that system, I don't give a shit what the fan base thinks about, right?
Agreed.
Let Sonny cook. So, and under Steve Cherundolo tonight, Sonny cooked until he got hurt and had an unfortunate PK that no one will ever blame Sonny for this match. Single-handedly kept us in it. But I feel as optimistic as you do, Daniel. And yeah, I'm you've been somewhat negative about the season throughout it. And I'm curious now, I mean, this isn't a season recap, but I'm curious how you feel about the season as a whole. As you're a loyal caller. How do you feel?
Look, I'm not gonna lie. The first half of the year was god fucking awful. It was brutal. it was a goddamn mess and then the Sun news came and it just felt like a change of like a breath of fresh air. It was bizarre, but it was wonderful and it was euphoric. And I guess this game was, like you guys said earlier, like emblematic of like the season so far. It started off like shit, like awful bullshit, and then like second half, like it's like, oh my god, like what just happened? And then like it didn't, like all roller coasters, it just stops. So like it was a lot. It was probably, other than 2022, this was probably like the most eventful like season I've dealt with. It was a lot of things.
It feels monumental in a lot of ways. Daniel, thank you so much for always calling. You're an important part of this community. We love you, and we'll talk to you soon. We just have a ton of callers.
Thanks,
okay.
Daniel.
Heel of the foot, Jeff Talk is here.
Oh, it's happening.
Now, I am so interested in this call because the David Martinez of it all.
Yeah.
This man, just to give context to new listeners, we have hated David Martinez all season.
No, not hated.
Hated.
Okay. We have been hard on David Martinez.
Yes.
And skeptical.
More accurate.
Jeff Talk, who we're about to call or we're about to bring on, the
Vanny
enemy
Sartini,
of the show. We hate
Sartini Martinez.
We hate this man. And yet, the three of us tonight were pretty pro David Martinez. The chat, and I want to say the people of South Korea, are not pro David Martinez. So that's the context. Whereas we are normally against David Martinez, tonight we're pro David Martinez. We're bringing on David Martinez right now. Welcome to the show.
To fire. I tried to bring him in prematurely, but you were doing it.
Can you guys get this together?
Heel of the foot. Any happy feet or sad feet for tonight's game?
It's really an honor to say for the last time this season that I reject the premise of the show fundamentally.
What about next season?
I wasn't going to talk about Martinez, fellas, to be honest with you.
Okay, give us what you want to talk about.
I'll give you this. If you think after watching that game that Martinez is bad, I don't know what to tell you. I get it when he misses the PK and stands there and is kind of pouting and stuff. My friends, he beat that guy on the left side of Vancouver like 8 times. Like,
I'm with you.
Nathan Ordaz is a wonderful gentleman. I'm glad he's on the team. He's a great asset.
Nothing to do with Nathan Ordaz.
Right? But here's what I'm saying. Nathan Ordaz did not make those plays, right? And say it's a formation, whatever it is. But all I'm saying is, like, David Martinez came in and made a lot of great plays. And if you want to be hard on Martinez, my friends, there are 8 other guys on that team you should be twice as hard on. Like legitimately. Like just today, he played really, really well. And that to me is, Vince, you talked earlier about like the coach on the way out doesn't necessarily care about hurting Ordaz's confidence. I also think maybe that coach on his way out doesn't care about building up Martinez either. But
100%.
we'll leave that for the next thing.
100%. I agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
Okay,
I guess
go ahead and talk about what you wanted to talk about. Sorry.
Why are Jeff and Vince just fully agreeing with no exceptions? I don't know what.
Well, the season's
so
over.
uncomfortable and strange.
We're the two guys that know about soccer.
Kayfabe is broken.
Here's the thing. I have no kayfabe. I'm 100% honest all the time. I'm really frustrated that nobody's motherfucking trundle on these calls. Like, I get that we're all tired and like the emotions out and like we don't want to fight.
There's a lot of callers waiting.
Yeah.
But listen, I can tell the tone of this whole thing is like we're sad. We're kind of like happy that we got Sun. Like we probably could have won, whatever. But like this is the second time in a big game that he's made 2 big shifts at halftime, where he's pulled 2 guys at halftime. The other one was the 2023 CONCACAF Champions Cup against Leon, which we all saw. Maybe you guys didn't, but at the Rose Bowl, where he made the same thing, where he realized that he fucked up and he made 2 big switches at halftime. And to me, like, I gotta be real with you guys, that does not endure confidence, right? Especially when the whole thing here is Dolo ball sucks and we all hate watching it and it gives us mediocre results. But hey, man, he might win. He didn't. He fundamentally didn't. And listen, we won an XG, right? For fucking whatever that's worth. You know what I mean? But we had an awful fucking first half, a god awful first half, and we've had a lot of bad fucking first halves. Okay, you guys can't keep putting up fucking anti-Martinez shit. You want me to fucking rail at people? I'm trying to be nice to the people in Korea. I'm sure they're giving you lots of money.
I just think it's funny that you think that Steve like understands what Dolo ball is and or cares. Like, do you think he's like, oh my god, these people are worried that I'm doing Dolo ball again? He did make the changes,
I don't think that
though.
Steve Cherundolo should ever care what I think. I still think he fucking sucks. Like, I'm not
But
saying
wait,
like, you
what-
need to
what-
listen to me. I'm
what-
saying
what-
do your fucking
what-
job. You have the two of the 5 best players in the league, and you did that. You have
But he
Son
made-
and Bawanga, and you did that. Like, come on,
But he
man.
made
Like,
the- But he also made those changes, though, right? Like those are
Start
pretty
that
ballsy
way.
changes.
Dog, like, sure, it's ballsy changes. Do the right thing up top. Like, you don't like the formation that they played in. The formation they played in was very bad. And then we're saying, but at least he was smart enough to change it. I mean, come on, man. A fucking dog could see that it wasn't working. Like, what are we doing? We're going to give him
but
credit for
when-
fixing the thing he
Only
fucked
when
up.
it wasn't working, though. Like you can't. Like he's trying to.
Okay, but you're talking to the wrong guy, because who would not have started Northern Ordaz over the 4 of us in this podcast? Who would not have done, like, you know what I mean? Like, yes, but like it's
Yeah, but-
and he's ugly.
okay,
Dog. Like,
I
don't get paid
understand
to
that.
do this. If
Wait,
you gave me
Jeff.
fucking 18 hours a day to do this, I might
Yeah,
be
but
better than him.
I understand
No,
that,
that's
but
not
if
true. That's
like
not true.
if you watch the way that the team started to play better when he came into the game against Austin, and then how they played better in the second game, couldn't you at least say like, I guess I can understand why you would continue with Nathan Ordaz?
But here's the thing, I'm really not out here trying to motherfuck Nathan Ordaz. Like, this is not the point. My point is
No, it's
more
not.
like,
It's I agree with you. It's not about Nathan Ordaz. I'm just saying, like, if you're a manager of something and you go like, oh, we were playing like shit, and then I did this, and this guy, we started to play better, and then we started to play better. You're like, okay, what do I do now? You can kind of understand if you're like, I guess this is what I should do now. I'm not, look, I don't want to give them a ton of credit because they still lose the game, but I'll give them credit for like at halftime, because I will say this, the one thing that everyone's been right about is the fact that like changes came at like the 75th minute, and he didn't do that. He was like, fuck this. Let's change now. Let's fucking do this now. And you're right. He's not right. He got it wrong. The first half, he got it wrong. I'm just saying I can understand the reasons why he did make what he did. Then when it happens, I'm going to give him credit when he breaks the cycle of waiting till the 85th minute to fucking make changes. Like he got that part right. I'll give him that.
I guess, man, but it just feels like we're looking for reasons to not be mad at him. That's how it feels. I'm like,
I'm mad about
like,
the first. I'm mad about the first half. I'm almost mad about the season. Play 4-3-3 the whole season. Like I think this team could have played this way the whole season. I really do, and that bums me out. But what I can't argue with is the fact that like he won a lot of games, and I had nothing to. I could say this with no pressure on me. He's got a lot of pressure on him. I'm just trying. I'm trying to be fair. I'm trying to be fair, and I shouldn't. I get it. We don't have to be fair to him. He makes whatever. He makes a lot of money. I don't have to be fair to him. He makes a lot of money, and he fucked it up. And I hope that going forward, like I said, I would love to see the team that we saw in the second half the whole next season. But I think it's only fair to say he fucked up, and then he fixed it a little bit. And that's almost all a coach does. Like coaches don't do that much. It really, I can't stress it enough. Like at the end of the day, if you have Sonny and Bawanga, your team's going to be pretty good.
Jeff Talk, thank you so much for calling. Thank you for being a loyal listener. And honestly, thank you for being such a big fan of the three of us. It means a lot that you always support the three of us.
Big fan of the one of you.
And I know who it is, me.
And thank you so much. And thank you so much,
Travis.
Jeff.
How is it always
Thank you,
Travis?
Thank you, Jeff Talk. Okay, Ross, you were
Ross,
one of the
we're gonna
first
make this
people
happen.
here. We're going back to you, even though you're at the end of the line. If you're a caller waiting, we're not skipping you. Ross was here before you. We offered him after 2 callers another shot.
Let's just bring him on. We got it. Come on, let's move.
Ross, any happy feet or sad feet from this match?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes!
All right. That's my
that's
first
a good
happy
start.
foot.
It might
I
be the
think
only happy foot.
I mean, my biggest sad foot, I think, is that the change in formation involved taking Ordaz out because he had played a great game before that. But we've gone over all that. I think my happy foot, or we'll see, but like my sad foot, I think is sort of like something that encapsulates sort of like what Dolo ball is, because there's so many just like different points or whatever, and counterpoints where it's like, I think when he's coaching this team, we don't play like the protagonists of the game. We play reactionary, we play defensive, and defensive can mean protagonist, but we are never the protagonists in the game. And I think because of that, it's like oftentimes when we do get possession or we do get something, it's sort of like this thing of like, well, I honestly, I don't see where a goal's coming from, because we don't really have the juice to get that unless like one of our guys, does something crazy or whatever. And I think that sort of this felt the same, where like if we had an incredible second half, we made all these changes, but like as like Blackman gets sent off and we get that second goal right after, there's a little bit of being like, we stole this though, we weren't the better team. Like it's like this wasn't a championship team, and like it could have won a championship, but it wasn't a championship team. And I think even like one of our first subs coming off was a guy that Vancouver last year decided they didn't want. So Ryan Raposa's on our team now, and then he's our first sub off the bench. But like it's just like a little bit of like, I don't know. Yeah, I think when Bob Bradley was the coach, we played with the ball and we played in a certain way, and we still lost in the playoffs. But like when 2019 Seattle knocks us out, it's like, well, that was crazy, and there were 3 uncalled penalties in the game. We were the protagonists and they spoiled it. In this one, it's like we get a goal, we steal a goal in the break, and like we're holding on for dear life because everybody's like, the other team's gonna win, right? The other team's gonna get this, and we're holding on for dear life. And it's just like you don't think so?
We weren't holding on for dear life.
In this one? No, not in this one.
Half.
No. I'm saying generally under the way it's been under Cionarello, not in this game.
Sure, at times, but I mean, yeah, in this game, like we were the ones. Like, I think we felt it was a bit like Seattle. Like we were like, oh, we should win this game, but we didn't. I don't know. Yeah, I think we should have won the game because we were up 2 men, and I know that doesn't mean a lot to you, but like at a certain point, like you're up 2 men, you gotta win. And it's, but they were not just that, they were playing better. Like we had the ball, we were, to your point about being protagonist, we were the protagonists.
Yeah, we got the shit beat out of us, and we came out and played. But
I agree with that.
Most of the time under us, we don't play like that, or if we do, it's for a half. And we just like we needed to play complete games, and we didn't play many complete games under Cionarello.
Yeah, I can't disagree with you. I just think that his understanding or his philosophy of the game is goals are all that matter, and he went to control games, and it's not pretty all the time, but like he's like, I'll set my team out so the team playing against me has a tough time scoring, and I've got the horses that on the other end will score. We've talked about this. It's mind-numbing in terms of the margins, because Vancouver plays the game in which they say, look, soccer is a game of margins, and if we just keep attacking, the likelihood that we'll win, yes, we'll lose some games, but the likelihood that we'll win is better. Steve says, no, I will just control games, and then I have the better players. And that's where I think that's the crux of the frustration for a lot of people. But I think not that we have to understand it, but he is the one sitting there with them in training. Like we only get to see them. I always make this point to people. Like we get to watch a team 90 minutes. Steve is there with them for the whole rest of the week. Like we'd see 10% of their week. So he's like, I made this plan. I've done this. This is what I want to do. And sometimes you got to be okay with that. I would say I'm not totally okay with it because of the results, but we would also look at like, they did make it to a lot of, like they did a lot of things that were good. And I'll say this at the end of the day. And a lot of people are like, you just want Steve. I do believe in natural cycles of coaches. Like even if Steve wasn't leaving, I would say like, it seems like now is the time. Like we've got enough, we've seen enough data. We've seen what this guy does. He's taken them so far, but like after a while, like the voice just doesn't work. And I don't know. I think we're both saying a lot of the same things, just in different ways. It just maybe when I push back on people, it's like, let's worry less about the blame, and we're pointing out the same things, like the same problems, but like it's not one person to blame. There's a bigger pie in this, I guess.
Yeah. And I get that. And I agree obviously I agree with a lot of what you're saying in the sense of, and it's like, I think when you play like this and you don't, like the moment you don't win, it was all useless. It's like, I didn't enjoy most of this. So if at the end of it, they're not holding it up, this was useless.
If you happen to pull it out, it's despite the whole strategy.
Exactly.
It's like, okay, well then I guess it was worth it.
Yeah.
But then you don't get that.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, well, let's go back to it not being worth it.
And in 2019, it was all
It's
about the friends
entertainment.
you made along the way.
No, you guys are
Yeah.
right. It is ultimately entertainment. Like I can't tell you the amount of times that like Bob Bradley would say like, this is the way I want to play football. But like behind the scenes would also say like, but don't you want to watch like beautiful football? Like, don't you just want to be entertained too? Like he understood that. I'm not saying Steve doesn't understand that, but he doesn't weigh it the same that Bob.
Yeah.
Ross, thank you so much for calling. I think that is things everyone's feeling. And thanks for being a loyal listener. We love you, Ross.
Happy to be here. Love you
Thanks,
guys. Bye.
All right. See you soon. Let's keep the callers rolling. We got a lot. LAFC Brian, welcome to the show. Any happy feeders? Happy to dog.
Oh, a dog is here to save us all.
Dog.
Mano?
What's the dog's name?
Bradley.
Give us the paw,
It's
dog.
Bradley. He's been on the show before.
Paul?
Oh,
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Bradley, our second favorite listener.
So Bradley, we got him right after Bradley was fired, meaning, unfortunately, I have to find a new dog for my partner.
Oh no.
And name...
Release Bradley and get a new dog.
No. We're keeping Bradley. We now have to get another dog and name it either Cherry or Dolo.
Oh man.
Both
he's
Anyway,
such a cute dog. I want that dog now.
Send us
So
options.
Your
Send us
dogs are the graveyard of LAFC coaches.
Essentially. Well, I mean, yeah.
The
essentially,
afterlife, we might say.
They are.
They are
That's how
they are
that's how
reborn
we
as
keep their
dogs.
legacy on. That's how we keep their
Yeah,
legacy
exactly.
going.
Exactly.
So I'll be quick. So Sadfoot would be the midfield. Yes, Dolo did risk it with going with 3-4-3. It made sense. You clog up the midfield. You try to stop Mueller. Mueller still, has his game on deck. They did look stronger with the 4-3-3, but to counter argue or everyone who said that, we were up 2 men and we still couldn't score. They had 5 to 8 players defending. So it's pretty hard to find. I know, yes, Vince, that's why I was agreeing with you the entire time. It's pretty hard to find a channel. It's pretty hard to find a pocket of pass. And it also doesn't help that, we have shitty services to the center. There's so many times where we try to center a ball and it just goes either to Takaoka or it just goes to goal kick. So, I mean, as much as we're trying to find a channel for the goal, we can't create play. So Morin was doing well, but honestly, losing Igor and Jairson didn't help us.
Brian,
Yeah, I mean,
I'm sorry. I
your
gotta
dog is
say,
so cute, by the way.
This is
This is incredible.
like when the clip is and Subway Surfers is below it, where I'm like, I'm enjoying what you're saying, but I'm watching Subway Surfers. You know what
Oh no, I completely agree. Yeah, we are at that point. We know how to get those views and streams, so we're helping y'all out.
He knows how to play dead when she's shooting him like that.
Yeah, Bradley, take a team, bang bang.
He's like, no, not now.
Oh,
he's speaking.
I-
He's saying,
your
"Don't.
moment.
I'm not your monkey now."
Yeah.
Oh.
we love you, Bradley.
Just put the
Love
dog
you,
on the
Bradley.
stream. That could have done way better than us for the 120 minutes plus the.
Yes.
Yeah, there we go. That's what
It's
people
Bradley's time.
Oh,
It's Bradley's time.
Bradley in.
This
Bradley,
is what we
Bradley.
need. Yes, thank you,
Ladies
Bradley.
and gentlemen, your next head
Brian-
coach of LAFC
Jump.
is Bradley the dog.
Brian and Bradley. Oh yes.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you for bringing us joy. Thank you for calling. Please call
Thank
back.
you,
soon,
Brian.
Brian.
All right, have a good night, y'all. Bye.
See ya. I mean,
Oh no, Travis is
You
gone.
took Travis off completely.
I just want to hang out with Bradley.
I
Yeah.
know.
Incredible dog.
God, that was so useful.
What a cute dog.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be able to go to the end of this live stream now because of
Talk
that
about
dog.
raising our spirits. I'm with you, Darren.
Whew.
I was not gonna make it, but
I
that
really
was a
wasn't
little
either.
lift.
Yeah, thank you, Bradley.
I'm by the way, I'm saying this while my dog is like asleep on the couch over there. He's like, "Hey, fuck you."
I brought on Drew while we were talking. Drew, any
Drew,
happy
welcome.
feet or sad feet?
Hello, hi. Are we doing a happy foot, sad foot?
Yes, what's
always
your happy
are.
feet sad
Always,
feet?
okay. So happy foot, obviously, son, and sad foot, everything else. Because I thought the game was just, especially the first half, was a disaster from LAFC. I always felt that this team's biggest liability was the coaching, and that turned out to be the case today. And it was too much to overcome for a guy's son. And Bouanga, my guy Bouanga, he didn't show up. He ghosted. So it's kind of sad. Even though I have his jersey, but I gotta keep it real. He ghosted. So with Dolo, I have to say this. Dolo, I'm not sure if he's a good coach. He's a bad coach. What I do know, he's not a big club manager. This guy ain't it for a big club, and LAFC are too big a club to be messing around with Dolo. When we had our Champions Cup campaign, that was a disaster. I really thought that was so bad. We had one good game in the entire campaign, and I thought after the Inter Miami meltdown, he's got to go. A big club would axe him right there because that was just complete meltdown. And we were mid for the whole year until Sun got here. We were literally mid-table. We were mid-table, and we were nowhere near qualification for CONCACAF Champions until Sun got here, and he basically saved our season and gave us some hope. And that's why we're in a position to still qualify depending how other results go. Because of Sun, because the coaching is just so lackluster. And even this game was just first half complete one-sided from the Whitecaps. And even though we had a man advantage, still couldn't take advantage. It's just terrible. And
2-man advantage for part of it.
How do you do it, man? Man, this is the kind of loss that's going to follow the club until they manage to win another major trophy. Until this club manages to win CONCACAF Champions or MLS Cup, it's going to be we lost with 2-man advantage. And a lot of people are saying the red card was dubious. I think that was the correct decision, but it's people are saying even with the ref we still couldn't get it done. So it just sucks. So, and with Martinez, it sucks because I like Martinez, but that was rough to see. So I honestly think he's not gonna come back to the club because that was pretty rough.
I do feel like this might be our final David Martinez moment.
Well, I mean, yes, but remember they paid money for him.
Yeah, but the mentality's not there. That's the thing.
If you're, I'm not. So let's just talk this out. So you pay $5 million for a player, and he doesn't play well. What do you just take a bath on it? I mean, or he's under contract.
Take a bath on it. Is that a phrase?
Example, Arsenal paid $80 million for a player, and then they let him go a couple years later.
Well, Arsenal prints money. We don't.
But LAFC has a lot of money too. We act like LAFC is this small club. They're the 15th most valuable club in the world.
Well, I hate to break it to you. A lot of that is done on.
No, I know, but still, we have
real estate.
I know
it's not actual value.
I feel like we sometimes operate LAFC it's we gotta think aggressively, and it's the same thing with Dolo. Dolo just making us play in Latin America. They say playing an equipo chico, small club, and like a previous caller said, we gave up protagonism so many times. This team isn't even good defensively. People act like Dolo is this defensive master, great defensive genius. That's just first half was terrible. I watched, for example, today I watched the Copa Sudamericana final, and that was a defensive masterclass. That's how defensive masterclasses you do it. That was terrible, and I've seen it so many times. This team goes and just melts down, and it's just one-way traffic, and they're just scoring goals. it happened obviously in Miami, happened in Columbus. So like I just don't know what Dolo brought to the table. So many people are like, I liked Dolo for a couple of years, but I think with the Miami meltdown, that's when I like turned. I was like, this guy's cooked, because the team was so mid for the whole year. We were literally mid-table. With the roster's good, but like Son had to come in. Imagine, like one of the best players, still a top world-class player, had to come in to save us because the team was so like mid.
I mean, that this is a conversation we'll see next year with whoever we have as our coach. Yeah, we have a lot of our key players coming back, right? Tillman's coming back, Hollingshead's coming back, Ordaz is coming back, Sonny is coming back. It will be interesting to see what this team looks like with a new manager. Drew, thank you for calling. We always love when you call. We'll see you soon.
Night, guys.
Thanks.
We have a couple more callers, but we also have a bunch of super chats that have come in while we've started taking callers. I'm going to pivot quickly because we have some big.
But why?
Us?
Flutlick 2000, one of my favorite names, says Martinez has to make better choices with the ball. Thank you so much, Flutlick 2000.
Thank you.
I would say this is true for the whole season, and if you feel this way this game, boy, did you need to see the whole season, because he made better choices today than he's made ever with this club.
Wait, how old is he still? Is he not even a 20-year-old?
I think Martinez is 20.
He's 20 now, I think.
That's pretty crazy.
That's the thing. Like, I'm not interested in taking a bath on him. I still think that he's going to improve.
Taking a bath a phrase? Am I?
Yes, it is. Yes,
taking a bath?
100%.
Travis,
what does it mean?
Were you an English major?
It means you spent money, and now you're gonna. It's a wash.
Yeah,
it's like
you're getting. Well, I see. You're
you cut your losses.
Yeah.
Taking a bath.
Yeah, you take the L.
When I take a bath, it's usually like my legs hurt.
I mean, these turns of phrases, none of them hold up.
Wait, can we go back to what Travis just said? It's really funny.
Do his legs hurt? Do the club's legs hurt? Like
hey,
2000.
babe, I heard you took a bath. Yeah, my legs hurt.
My legs hurt, man. I took a bath on that side.
Anyway, what I was saying was, I think we were hoping that he would play in a way that was beyond his years, and he didn't do it at least consistently enough. I think it's fair to say is something you can't argue with.
We saw Matty Bogusz. Matty Bogusz did the things that we thought he was going to do, and he didn't. Not every player's trajectory is the same. And again, let's go back to what we talked about with that past caller. Like, Steve doesn't give a shit at this point. So why is he's not trying to breed in a player and get him good? Like,
right. No, I'm just saying, I'm talking about like for the future. I was not a David Martinez fan all season. I think he was
rough games.
But he had some tough games. That said, I still like, because of his age, I still think he has a promising career ahead of him. And I'm not going to be, I'm not 100%. Like Martinez out. I want to see him next year. I want to see him improve.
If that's the play, well, if it's funny that people are like, he sucked today. But I'm saying if that player shows up game in, game out, the player from Vancouver,
we'll all be happy with him.
I will back that player 100%.
The people who didn't like the way that he played today, if he plays the exact same way, those people will like him because he'll be scoring goals. He'll be playing well. He'll be getting results that are much easier to see are good.
I want that. I'm just saying, I want the guy that played in the second half. I want that player on my team. I think he's a good player.
Thank you so much, Flutnick2000, my favorite username of all time. Danny Angelino, Danny Two Nips. We blew extra time chances like Vanny blew Steve. Yes.
Wow.
Nailed it.
And guess what? Because we didn't win the game, we can't tell you.
We can't tell you
inside information.
That's
we learned
unfortunate
about Vanny Sartini.
That's really
and Steve
unfortunate.
Carnello. Maybe in our season recap, we'll talk about it, but I have a feeling we have more to talk about than Vanny Sartini. Danny, thank you for all your support over the years. It means a lot. We hope to keep the years going. Vaughn Amirian at Amirian Law did not like lobbing scorchers having our biggest super chat of the year. So Vaughn Amirian at Amirian Law, our favorite listener.
My God. Actually, to be fair, I think Vaughn Amirian gave us a super chat of this size early in the season before.
That seems right.
So I think he's reasserting his
No
dominance.
one has
here.
given us more money than Vaughn Amirian. And I just want
Thank
to
you
say,
so much to
and
our.
that is specifically why he's our favorite caller.
Also happens to be a great guy.
A wonderful guy. But I just want to say, if you want to give us $10,000 tomorrow, you're our new favorite caller.
Wow.
Vaughn Amirian, we
up
love
the price
you.
tag there.
Well, Sonny's here. The numbers
Really,
are up.
just
Vaughn-
edging out Vaughn
I would
Amirian
actually ask,
barely.
if you want to give us $10,000, don't do it through a YouTube super chat.
Yeah, please don't. Yeah.
Don't.
Yeah. Are we back?
Let's give him an extra plug. Yeah. 1-866 Are We Bad?
Are we bad? Is the one for today.
He supplied
Vaughn
the
Amirian-
sign that was over my shoulder for the entire game.
That's true.
Incredible sign.
He said, been a fun season. Games have been great. Post games with Happy Foot Safford have been greater. Excited for next. Oh, why did I say this stuff about giving us $10,000? Vaughn is the best. We love Vaughn. Vaughn, thank you for all your support this year. And if you ever need a personal injury attorney, you know who to call. 1-866 Are We Back or 1-866 Are We Bad? If you want Vaughn Amirian's help.
Go with a friend of the foot, someone who gets it.
You know, I mean, Sonny might need to sue BC Place after that game.
I mean, if you could do anything about that, Vaughn.
I hope he's not injured. Also, we have a Tottenham game at Cosm soon, so he can come hang out.
Vaughn, thank you so much for your super chat. One more super chat before
I don't know
we
why
bring
that's
on
the
callers.
saddest this has felt yet, but
We have important callers waiting. I need one more
yes,
super
please.
chat. Danny Angelino again. Are we willing to have the 20 days between game conversation? Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's bad for the team. We were rolling and then we weren't.
It's bad, but like they had the same 20 days. They also had momentum. I think if we're going to talk about like little things like that, I do think that the pitch makes a bigger difference than that does. Like they played on that all year and we didn't.
They did have a wait. Did they have a third game? They did, right?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
so they
see,
rested
should've
less than we did. So
we should have lost
going.
Austin and Austin.
And Sonny
should've thrown
Sonny had to travel.
I mean,
Well,
incredible what he did. He went and played for Korea. He had to travel back from Korea.
A set piece
play.
goal in Korea too.
I mean, just crazy. I mean, superhuman.
Okay, thank you, Danny. I want to bring on a caller right now that is very near and dear to my heart. Chris and Brooke are going to join us. And if anyone is wondering, okay, their camera just turned off.
Is there a reveal?
Not great.
If anyone is wondering who brought the hat to Vancouver, this next caller brought the hat. Now, again, their camera is off. Maybe they no longer want to join us. Chris
We
and
don't
Brooke, welcome to the show. Are you there,
They
Chris?
want to get out of Canada.
We've got a blank screen.
Literally, I've been waiting on there for a while with my mic and camera working, and the second you bring me on, it all goes away. So,
This is so funny. This is
Canada.
perfectly
I guess.
fitting.
Yeah,
Chris,
So I guess
Thank
I'm
you. First of all,
hiding-
no. Personally, I just want to say thank you for bringing the hat. And the hat did everything it could. I don't want you to feel like,
What an incredible effort from the hat tonight.
and from Chris and Brooke.
I know, just a hat. Just an inanimate object. I'm going to give all the credit to just this object. No, thank you so much, Chris and Brooke.
Brooke is a little frustrated, so she's not with me right now. But I was trying as hard as I can to will the power of the hat, but it just didn't work. I thought the Sunny goal was it. And
Did you see that they showed it on the broadcast?
What did?
There was we didn't see it, but there was a moment that our chat lit up saying that they showed the hat on the broadcast, and that's exactly when the game turned around for us.
Okay. All right. So then it worked. I mean, I guess we're not defeated in the hat in regular
The
time?
power of the hat is still up for debate 100%.
Okay.
It's not
all
dead.
right. I'll take that.
Can
I'll
you
take-
wait when you say Brooke is upset? Can you describe? Is she kicking things? Like what? Like has she pushed over children? Like what is happening?
There was a lot of elbow bumping on the way out. There was storming. There's I'm not listening to this shit anymore. That kind of frustration. So
Yeah, she's pretty hardcore, as we know.
yeah. Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I think that's
She's-
fitting.
Yeah, die hard. But yeah, I want to appreciate Travis. Thanks for sending me the hat on like very last minute rush everything to get it done. So that was pretty
Thank you
cool.
so
Wait,
much
Travis,
for
are you
taking it on.
expecting the
I mean,
hat back, or is Chris allowed to keep the hat? What happens now?
No, the hat is mine. The hat is belongs.
Okay,
to me.
I'm just asking. I'm sorry.
Chris,
Well-
if you want the hat, we'll send you
Okay,
the
the
hat.
camera's back. The camera's
Oh
back.
my
Hold on.
God.
Well, the camera's back, but it only will let me do the backward side, so I don't need to see you guys.
Okay.
But the hat was
Chris.
on.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
the hat.
Yeah,
I
my
still
God.
believe in the power of the hat. We really stretch the hat's capabilities by bringing it to Vancouver, giving it to a new person, and the hat did its job. The hat
We're
did
gonna-
its job.
we're gonna send
LAFC
Chris
did not give its
A
job.
different version of the hat, though, right?
Yeah, we'll send him
We
his
gotta
own
send
hat.
you a hat, please.
Yeah.
I did this on purpose so that Travis has to do it. He doesn't want to.
I mean, I'm okay with it. Whatever you
We
guys
got.
do,
Chris,
I'm okay.
wait.
This guy needs a hat. Listen.
Chris, you're our first caller who was at the stadium. Tell us the
It's
vibe
true.
in the stadium. What was it like, LAFC fans? Well, give us the paint the picture.
Well, I think as soon as I jumped on the call, I mean, obviously it's the end of our season. It's a little rough. It was very down, but like being in that stadium was electric. It was crazy. The atmosphere was phenomenal once the second half hit. That first half was nothing. Like the Vancouver Whitecaps fans seemed like they were a little bit like not into what was going on. The cheers weren't very loud. But then as the tension started to build, once it started to get to the 90th minute, everything just went off. So it was a really cool atmosphere. It was very cool to see it like completely filled, which was really nice. And then
Can
at
you
the very end,
describe
when
the
we
sun
lost,
moment? Like
Wait,
the
wait,
free
wait.
kick moment?
No,
What was
Chris,
the free
before-
kick moment like?
Chris, before you do that, I just want you to know Joey AF says, "Oh, you were definitely the one on Apple TV with the hat." So just know you and the hat were on Apple TV. Okay, now
You were seen by
that's
30
rough.
people.
live when you
Yeah,
were there,
right.
what was it like to see Son score that goal?
Oh no.
and we're gonna go out.
Wow.
Your video went down, but we can hear you.
Okay, we're back. What was that?
Your video is down, but we can hear you.
Damn,
What's
I
happening?
can't hear you guys. Sorry.
What was the Son moment like in the stadium?
Hello?
I can't hear you anymore. That's my fault.
Oh,
Fucking
no.
Vancouver.
We love you, Chris.
I'll
We
try.
love you,
I'll try to
Chris.
call
Thank
back
you.
in just in case.
Okay.
Thank you, Chris. I guess we'll never know what the Son moment was like.
I guess not.
So far, I mean, I do want to say me and the hat together have yet to be defeated. We'll
Okay,
see.
let's
believe
get the
you're
next
not gonna
caller
be-
on.
I
Let's
just can't
get the
believe
next
you're not gonna
caller
give him a
on.
hat. I can't believe
I'm
it.
going to give him a hat. You're right. We should give him a hat. But I'm not going to give him my hat, the magic hat.
Ryan, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for calling in.
Oh, fucking Jesus Christ, man.
Any happy viewers happy,
End it
Ryan?
there. You're good.
Dude, I mean, I don't even know where to begin. I had organized thoughts like an hour ago, but like the more
Thank
I
you for
sit here
waiting.
and-
Thank you for
Yeah,
waiting.
thank you for waiting. I'm sorry.
No. I'm not upset about that at all. I'm like happy to wait, but like the more I just sit in it and stew in it, the more I feel
Yeah, it's
like,
tough.
oh,
This is
well,
tough, right?
you know, like, oh, at first I was like, oh my God, Toronto got it so wrong. Like, wow. But then I stopped, I thought about it, and I was like, not his game plan kind of made sense. Like, it was kind of obviously he wanted to nullify Mueller, and he got the job done there. Mueller was kind of non-existent in this game. And
No
then
one
he,
said that
like,
yet. That's a good point.
like like Mueller was not a problem. He was never really goal dangerous. He never really was assist dangerous. And that aspect of the game plan was like done very well. And that's what I would expect Trundle to do well. Sorry, I'm just talking. I'm not used to being on streams, man.
No,
This
I
is great.
love the full circle. I love that you're like, this is where I started, this is where I got.
Yeah, this is really helpful. I think it's very helpful for other people too. But also, the specific point you're making is one we haven't heard yet, and I think a great point. What's obvious about what maybe he got wrong in the first half overall, it's helpful to understand what they were going for and why certain things still worked. I mean, it's the same thing as saying like, oh, do we want not Sonny and maybe a better team than we had the first half of the season, but we have it the whole season. We don't get Sonny. Like, what gamble are you taking here? There's no world where you don't get to gamble on your roster. You get to not gamble on a game. So you're choosing what to gamble on. They decided to neutralize Mueller. We didn't talk about that yet. And they still got beat despite that. I don't know what it would have looked like. Do you decide to focus on other things and Mueller beats you in the alternative? I don't know.
I mean, I just think that it is very telling that we haven't talked about Mueller like at all in this post game in like the last hour and a half.
Good point.
And he is
during the watch along.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that too. I also think that the only huge mistake, besides being really unable to break down the low block, which I don't know if it's up to coaching. I just like really have no idea. But I really wish that instead of taking off Ordaz, he took off Tillman, who I think was not having a very good game, made a lot of giveaways, killed a lot of attacks, and like he was starting to kind of do that thing where we're kind of learning to be not just a raw transition team, but he just made a lot of mistakes. And Dolo's tactics, I think, I don't know, again, very amateur opinion, but Dolo's tactics are good in MLS a lot because they account for a lot of mistakes that MLS level players are going to make. And he makes sure that they don't usually happen in ways that kill us. But on the other end, like, Tillman made a lot of mistakes tonight that didn't quite kill us, but very much, I think, ended up costing us a lot of chances in the game or momentum in the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's tough because as much as we want to blame Timmy, I think he was on the ball a lot in instances in which you want someone to do more, but there was a lot of guys in those same, like no one was doing anything in that first half. I think that's when Timmy was the worst, right? Like in the second half, I think we could all agree, like, we're like, oh, Timmy's okay-ish, although he was less involved. But the first half, it was like, oh, Timmy's on the ball so much and just like nothing's coming out of it. Or if something's happening, it's whatever. And so, yeah, you're right. He was put in a bad spot. I think the bigger thing is the part that you're kind of circling around is like, what is the system that gets the most out of Tim Tillman? Because I think he's a talented player. I think he's one of the best. I honestly think he's one of the best midfielders in MLS. And I don't care if people are like, you're an idiot. That's dumb. I just think that sometimes he's put in a system where he's asked to defend, he's asked to run back, he's asked to transition, blah, blah. And then when we see him in the second half and he's told, hey, you're the guy that like you defend a little bit and then you get forward, he looked good. And so he had it's hard for me to blame him so much when everyone had a rough first half, but you're not wrong, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. I had one more thing to say, but it is escaping me right now because I'm pretty loaded, unfortunately.
Hell yeah, dog.
I think that's fair. That's fair.
I fucking killed an 8-pack of Guinness tonight, man. Oof.
Okay, 8 of Guinness, your belly hurts, dog.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a rough day tomorrow.
Call in again from the bathroom.
Yeah, enjoy your shit tomorrow, Ryan. Thank you so much for calling.
Wait.
Go ahead.
I wanted to thank all three of you personally because I've been a long time LAFC fan, but I just this season got my whole family into it, and we're all season ticket holders now. We all we love it, and a big, huge part of getting everyone super involved in that has been us like hanging out and watching your show. And
man.
yeah, they couldn't really be here today, and I'm not with them right now, but I believe they're watching. And yeah, just thank you guys. You've been a huge part of that. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for saying that. That really means a
Ryan,
lot.
Means a lot.
That's one of
That's
the nicest things.
why
that
we do
anyone said on the
this.
show.
Shout out to your whole family.
Love you,
But you're the
boys.
one we like the most of
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah, you're
Mwah.
number one.
All
No,
right.
truly, thank you so much, Ryan. We
Thank you.
appreciate it.
No, of course.
Call in again soon. I mean, not that soon because we won't have one of these soon. But call
Yeah.
in. You know. Thank you,
We
Ryan.
do another one of these.
I mean, look. Before we have more callers, and I want to say thank you for everyone still watching. Thank you for everyone still sending super chats. Thank you for everyone who's been waiting to come on the show. That it is
Amazing.
What is
This
wrong with
amazing.
you?
Yeah.
And
We
that's the Vince you're gonna get when you come on. Okay, you gotta
No,
you gotta spar.
but I say that with love. I love all of you. I do.
We have
That counts, everyone.
That
That
counts.
counts.
That counts.
That
That counts. But we can't say bye yet. Listen, we
Even
started the
better.
show.
Even better. I love you and not bye.
Listen, we
Come
started
on.
the show 3
Come on.
years ago, 3 seasons ago. This team has been around for 8 years. We're going to be in their 9th season next year.
I had a family back then.
This league has been around for 27, 28 years, right? When
30, but yeah.
30, I don't know. Who gives a shit? No one watched it then.
I mean, me and little Darren did.
That's true.
I
was in the bench seats at Foxborough.
While you're all
Went to
still
Roosevelt.
watching and waiting and hanging out with us, from the bottom of my heart, this show has been a lifesaver in a lot of different ways. Not only is it such a joy to talk about this team that we all love with all of you, and to get to hang out with 2 people, one of which I've known for a long time, one of which has become a very close friend. And it's just like a fun outlet to have. You guys know last year was a difficult year for me. And to have this community that has only grown with time has been unbelievable. And this year especially, we have blown up in a way that I don't think any of us anticipated, thanks to Heung-min, but also, that we've set up a world and a community and a show that people seem to want to be involved in. And that doesn't exist because this is a fun show. That exists because of you people watching who want to engage and want to hang out with us and want to make this into something larger than 3 white guys talking about soccer. And there's a lot of shows
Just not
with
cut it
3
on
white
its own, let me
guys
tell you.
talking about soccer.
Not gonna
So
do it.
I want to say thank you to everyone who watches, who subscribes, those of you who are able to become Patreon members over at patreon.com/happywiththat. But it genuinely means a lot and has been personally something that I cannot express, has been a outlet that I needed in a difficult period of time. And so while this season ends in a difficult way, while I am drunk and able to say so, I want to say thank you to everyone. I want to say thank you to Vince and Darren.
Take another shot.
It's time
Now, before, if you guys do one with
when
me,
else
I'll
would
do
you do
another
it?
shot.
We'll do it later.
No.
We've still got more callers.
I would have to I have to go off camera to get more.
Okay, we'll bring
alcohol.
on Luke to talk. You go off camera, get alcohol. Darren, do you
I don't-
have booze?
All I have is beer, but don't worry, I'm gonna keep it going.
Will you shotgun a beer? Will
A
you chug a
pint?
beer?
Sure.
Look, if I'm gonna do another shot, I'm gonna puke. So I need you on my team. Luke, welcome to the show. Luke, I think LAFC Luke, you're maybe on our first episode, if not our second. Like, you've been here from the get-go. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh my God, the
We
shirt.
love you. Any
The
happy
shirt.
feet or sad feet from tonight's match?
Look, we got to watch the game from High Tops and Los Feliz, and like they actually were officially airing the NWSL final, which overlapped the last like 20 minutes of that match with the first 20 minutes of ours. That match was terrible. It was so bad, and we're just sitting like, but like meanwhile, the bar was filling up with all these people who I've never seen come to a watch party at High Tops we had like easily 50 people in this bar by the time they finally turned the audio over onto our game. And like, it was one of those moments though, where it just felt like, honestly, it felt to me like Game 7 of the World Series. Like, we didn't deserve to even be in it. And yet somehow the Dodgers found a way. And I was like, oh my God, are we going to find a way to actually do this? I think my happy foot, obviously Sonny in this one, like, dude, balled out. It was amazing. And I don't have a lot of other happy feet in this one. I'm bummed. The year is over. Because I think, plenty of people have already talked about the ups and downs of this year. I'm not feeling so down on people right now. I'm not feeling down on Steve. I'm not feeling down on David. I'm not feeling down on Nathan. I want to just note that all of our forwards and Timmy T all played international. They all went, like, Heung-min went to Korea. Denny Buwanga went to Gabon. Nathan Ordaz went to El Salvador. Like, these guys, Timmy T was traveling across the country, playing with the USMNT. Like, they were all over the place. And I don't think that was the case for as many Vancouver players. I'm pretty sure it wasn't. And they got back Tristan Blackman, who had been out for 2 months. They were far more rested. They only played 2 games, by the way. They beat Dallas in 2. It didn't take them 3 in the first round. So, like, I'm looking at, so I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay, and also, by the way, they wanted revenge because we knocked them out the last 2 years and in CONCACAF. Like, that's why they had 53,000 fucking people there, because they were ready to finally kick our butts, and they barely did. I mean, the XG at the end of that game was 1.5 for them to 5.4 for us. 5.4.
After that first half where we had nothing.
We had nothing. 0.04 after that first half. They had 2 good chances. They converted them both. We had a dozen good chances. We converted 2. And, like, that's the story. To me, that's the whole story in this. The story of our season was the differential between our XG and our actual goals. We created chance after chance after chance this year, and we only converted a fraction of those, unlike most of the other teams in MLS. I don't know why that is. We can blame Steve. We can blame Denny. I don't know who to blame for that. But to me, that's the story of this season. That's my sad foot, is that we didn't convert when we had the opportunities. We didn't convert when David had that, could have passed it up. We didn't convert when we hit the post 3 times. We didn't convert when we crossed right in the box and, like, Andy Morin just missed. Oh, yeah. And Andy Morin was in Ireland. Andy Morin was in fucking Ireland, right?
Yep.
Didn't play, but he was also 8 time zones away. Like, all of the main guys of our core here were all off in other parts of the world. But in any case, like,
if you don't think Andy Morin was partying with those guys after what happened in
hello,
Ireland,
hello, yes, he's Irish, and they just qualified for the World Cup playoffs.
Insane game that he was a part of. He
and,
I didn't play, but.
And
I'm sure Porches also partied even though he wasn't there. I'm sure.
Funny little story about Porches. We were just in Scotland. We happened to meet with someone who knows Ryan, and they were like, "Oh, Ryan, he's loving Los Angeles," because they happen to know that he likes to get on a good drink. So I'm certain that Ryan had a great.
Oh my goodness!
So look,
there were a lot of comments in the chat during the watch along, noticing certain things that don't point directly to alcohol. But
I mean, we had one really bad defensive lapse, and they killed us for it. That was that first goal. Bad defensive lapse. They're like, what? They turned off for a split second, and Takaoka saw it and they capitalized. And then, like, whatever the fuck was their second goal shouldn't have happened. Being down 2-0 in Vancouver to Vancouver, like. That is, no team comes back from that this year. No team. We had no chance. We had no reason to be back in that game other than Sonny and the rest of the team coming together there in that second half. And, like, my hat is off to Vancouver. As soon as it was going to PKs, I was like, if they win this, they've earned it. Like, to be able to hold off 11-9. But by the way, should remind folks who tied a big playoff match being down a player was us in the MLS Cup final in 2022. So, like, everyone who's like, we should have scored being up 11. Yeah, I agree. We should have. We had a hell of a lot of chances, but that's the way the ball bounces. Like, Sometimes it bounces in your favor, sometimes it doesn't. I'm bummed. I'm gonna feel this is gonna burn for a while, but like, I'm not mad at Steve. Dude we got some trophies under him. We never got one fucking trophy under Bob Bradley. Who knows what's gonna happen? I mean, I think people say Dolo out, like, and replace him with who? We're hearing about Mark Dos Santos. Like, this is MLS, everyone. Tata Martino can win MLS Cup for fucking Lionel Messi. Give me a break. Like, we just gotta kind of all take a deep breath. Be sad. Let the tears, if you need the fucking tears, let the tears flow. Get another 8-pack of Guinness, whatever you got to do. Take another shot. I have every reason to believe that Vancouver, even without Tristan Blackman in the next game, because of that red card, has a real shot to go all the way.
Yeah.
But like, honestly, after we were down 2-1, it felt to me like when we went to Columbus and lost that game 2-1, we had no business being back in that game after the way we played that first half. And yet somehow we found a way. And to me, that is something to build on. That's something to build on and to feel some pride in, but still be sad that like we can't kick a penalty kick to save our lives. Whatever. Like, I hate penalty kick shootouts with us because we just don't do them well. Besides MLS Cup, have we ever won one? I don't think I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I don't think so.
Whatever. Like, it just, yeah.
Luke, this has been a wonderful call. You are always one of the smartest people that joins us for the show. I agree with literally everything you said. Thank you for all your support. And if we don't see you for a few months, we love you, and hopefully we'll talk to you soon.
You guys should do another call in a
Great
couple of weeks that isn't tied to a game. Do another call in.
That'd be fun.
like
Sure.
That'd be fun.
We're trying to
All right.
we're trying to figure out a live show, but we haven't. The venues aren't calling us back. We're like, we can put people in seats.
They don't understand.
It's been more difficult than whatever. Luke,
Have
thank
you heard
for-
of Happy Foot Sad Foot? Do you know what we are?
Everyone's like, the
Right?
Foot Clinic. Luke, thank you so much for calling. We love you so much.
Thank you, Luke.
Should we do our shot quickly? No?
This is
You
pretty
guys-
much full. Let's
Darren,
go.
you have to chug that whole drink.
I'm just drinking.
To be honest, the challenge for me isn't the beer. It's that I have to pee so bad right now.
I like
And it just feels like volume-wise, this is going to be a problem.
this has easily been the longest stream we've done from the beginning. Like, we're on fumes.
How are there more people on this stream than
They
This
keep
is
waiting,
what
everybody.
happens though.
Hang on.
If you do it longer, this is what I learned from
I know, and
From
this is, why
Gary
I'm,
V.
this is why I'm quitting. This is why I don't want to do this.
No, Vince, we need you. What would me and
What do
Darren
you mean?
talk
This is
about?
why you haven't said you're quitting. Are you quitting?
He just
Not
said he's
really.
quitting.
Not
This is
really,
why
but
Okay.
We've
it's
gotten.
just taking so long.
And I love
If
you
you're
and
watching-
quitting.
If you're watching at home,
I love you and I quit.
no, hold on. If you're watching at home, I need you to take more of a drink than you want to right now, because none of
That's
us want to
certainly
do this.
happening here.
None of us want to do this.
Too
And so
much.
if we're gonna do this for you, you have to do this for us. As long
I
as
really
you're
don't
not
think that we're
driving.
like legally we should be encouraging that.
As long as you're not driving, and as long as you're not abusive
If you're
towards your
safe.
family, then
If you're safe, and you will be safe after doing
Hey,
this.
to Sun Heung-min.
Let's get this over with and get the next caller on. Come on.
Sun
To
Heung-min.
Sonny. Thank you, Sonny.
Thank you, Sonny. Fuck. Oh, I regret it immediately.
I drank way too much of that.
Darren, do it, Darren. You fucking coward. Yeah, college, Darren.
I feel like Darren's the best drinker out of all of us.
Oh, for sure. Darren drinks every podcast. We drink when it's like we drink on the special occasions.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was not really an issue for me. But
Darren's a pro.
the having to pee is still very much an issue.
Thank you everybody for hanging out. All right. Who's next? David from Vancouver. David.
Oh my goodness. Hello.
Our hottest listener, David. Welcome to the show. Okay.
Welcome back to the show.
Any happy
Hey, guys.
What was it like there? How are you feeling as a fan of this club today?
First of all, can you hear me well? I don't have my mic on me. Can you hear me well?
Yeah, you
Yes.
Okay, cool. today, very disappointing. I sat in the next section next to Chris and Brooke, whom I sat next to on the plane here.
Oh, amazing.
That's
Your
how I
best
found
friend.
your hat.
A lot of people thought you were the one bringing the hat up, but you just you happen to become friends with the people bringing the hat up.
Chris had that honor. I had the honor of meeting Chris. So, today there were a lot of Sony fans, a lot of LAFC fans. 32-52 was awesome. We had some spare tickets. Like I wanted to sit with them, but I had to film more up close. But yeah, we were singing and atmosphere was great. To your question earlier, Travis, when Sony goal happened, I just knew like we're gonna win this, and I think everyone thought the same thing, including the Vancouver fans. And when they missed those 3-4 chances, at that point I knew we were gonna lose. And I don't want to admit I didn't want to like think that way. I wanted to be positive. I didn't think that way, but I think we knew. And the body language of Sonny and Buanga and every single person, especially Buanga, and he was knocking himself hard from missing those. Maybe he should. Maybe he's too harsh on himself. But that I can see that had the impact on the players. And I was just sitting in the press conference too, virtually, and the Sonny said his leg cramped up. I don't know if you guys saw, but as he was taking the last penalty, his either hamstring or quad or whatever, it just tightened up in the back. And so that affected him. And I do know that feeling from playing very low-level soccer, football. So he's not giving an excuse. Right after that, he said, "This is my fault. I put it on myself. This is on me." Obviously, I think we all agree.
Obviously not the case.
Yeah, obviously we had millions of chances in the extra time. So that was the toughest part, and that's when the game swung for me.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Derek.
Man, it's kind of heartbreaking to hear that he was putting that on himself at all. It's kind of. I also I remember when he first showed signs of that injury, thinking and stifling that thought that because I think Vince, you mentioned it's fine. It's okay if he's cramping because for PKs that's not an issue. And the first thing that popped in my head was unless it happens right when he's running up into the ball.
I mean, recently Kevin De Bruyne took a penalty. He made it for Napoli and now is out months, not weeks, months. His hamstring it's bad. So. And you hope that's not the case.
Did he seem in the press conference like it was a really unfortunately timed cramp and he's okay more long term? Or is that a potential injury?
No, it's not a timed thing. If it sounded like he was pushed to the absolute maximum he could do, maximum that leg could do, and it was just overstretching it. You just can't do any more. And he did one more thing and that was it. I don't know how it impacted the kick itself, but like I said, I think he's brave to take the first penalty kick. He could have said, "I'm not taking this, my leg," but I like that for him. He should take that kick, and he did. It's just, I mean, I don't want to single out players, but it just has to be said the PKs were very poor. Some of them very, very poor. Lloris ripped the BC Place pitch up. Lloris told everybody, this is not the MLS, this is not the direction we wanted to go. It's not good for the fans, not good for the players.
Good.
And so I'm very happy he said that. It was shocking, actually. The pitch, it's the worst artificial pitch I've seen.
It looks bad on TV too. It looks like atrocious.
Awful, and you do see it affect the play. You can argue that it affects both teams the same way. You can argue that it shut up and don't complain about the pitch, but you're watching a different version of soccer when you watch a game played on that pitch. It's just you can't escape it. We were watching our guys fall down. These are professional athletes, and they're falling over onto the ground. 10 times in a game? It's stupid.
Andy
Yeah.
Morin fell down like moments before he tried to
Andy Morin
volley.
fell down.
Andy Morin fall down. Andy Morin fall down.
You know, I give Dolo credit for switching it up at halftime. I don't know if you guys already talked about it. I just joined the show, but yeah, Dolo was brave. I give him the credit for doing that. I saw him. He was out last night, just relaxing, having some beers until late night.
Hell yeah.
But
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
the vibes were good, man. The players were good. Like we were ready. If it, like one of those post hitting shots went in, like we're talking about the best playoff win.
Not to mention that PK from Sonny was one of them. That went off the post.
That could have gone in. Can you? I still can't fathom the free kick. Like I know we're all down, but like that moment, and Travis talked about it. Like it was one of those moments where like I've never felt like that. And when he puts the ball down, you're like, man, it would be so cool if he scored this. Like, what was it like in the stadium? Were people around you? Like, were Vancouver fans wondering like, oh, this could happen? Because it's still improbable. Like, there's no reasons why he should score that, but he did do that for South Korea just like a couple days before. So what was the feeling when he's putting the ball down? Are you thinking like this is the moment? It's so weird to say like there's no reason this should be the moment, but also with him, it makes sense this should be the moment.
Yeah, I think all the Vancouver fans were holding their breath. I think they were just waiting to see what happened. I think in the back of their head, I think they were just praying at that point because we were pushing. It wasn't just a free kick. Even before the free kick, we were pushing, and they were just just trying to survive. So I think they were really scared. They were quiet, and this is like the best. I've been to a lot of like games in Europe, but this is probably the closer. Like it is louder than Europe. This game. That's why Hugo said like these people are amazing. They deserve a better stadium, better pitch, and they really do because their fans are amazing. The noise is amazing, and of course it helps. Like if BMO was 53,000, I think we'll be better. But going back to the point, yeah, I think the fans went all quiet. For us, I was sitting next to this Korean guy, Korean couple to the right, and I was talking to this guy because he was kind of by himself, and we both knew Sonny scored this international break from the free kick, and the one before and the one before. So we knew he was on a roll from similar distance, but this one seemed a little bit farther out and a little bit to the side. So it was going to be
tough.
Yeah, it was a tough kick, and it was like to the side enough that you can't go far post. It's impossible. It's too far. The ball travels too much. So he had to. I knew he was going to try to bend it over and hit that like the near corner, near top. But in the back of my mind, I was thinking like I know he can do it, but can he do it in this pressure moment when the season is on the line? Your manager goes in a few minutes if you don't score this. Like this is the last chance. We know another chance is not coming. And I'm just hoping, and I'm holding my breath. Can he do it? I'm still doubting it because it's so, like Vince said, it's improbable. Like this is gonna go down as one of the best games, one of the best goals ever. And he hits it, and they just went silent. And you see like spots of LAFC fans and spots of Sunny fans going, like going crazy, and 30-52 up there going crazy, and we were louder, and they just went silent, and they thought they were gonna lose, and like I said, in the extra time they were quiet for 30 minutes until we missed like series of chances in the second extra half.
Yeah,
crazy. I mean, that was one of those goals where it goes in and like there's a full like 3 seconds of just like what the fuck before you're just excited that it's a goal. Like I think I waited before I reacted at all just to be like, oh, I truly couldn't believe what I saw. The ball was in the back of the net, and I was like, is that in the net? Is that really what happened?
I'm excited to rewatch this when we did the watch along to see our reactions to that moment, because it is there's something really great about the fact that we have our live reaction to something that, yes, we lost this game. Probably the third best moment I felt, maybe second best moment I felt as a member of this club, right? Like just like an unbelievable, we had no business being in this game. We played terrible in the first half. Sonny single-handedly brought us back in the second half. But like none of us thought we could have won that game. And when he scored that, I think all of us were like, we're going to win. We have won. David, thank you so much for calling in and hanging out with us and meeting us. If people want to follow you that are watching, because you have a very popular channel, how can they do that?
Thanks, Travis. My channel is Beko in LA, so that means White Tiger in Korean. So if you guys are interested, I follow the club, follow Sony, go to watch parties, different watch parties with LAFC small groups. So if you're interested, please follow. And I think you guys have a lot of Korean viewers too. So 한국 팬분들도 저희 형님들 사랑해 주시고 지금 시즌이 끝났는데 예전부터 이렇게 채널을 열심히 하셨던 분들이니까 또 응원 많이 해주시고 새 시즌에도 손흥민 선수 오늘 진짜 너무 사랑한다고 여러 번 얘기했거든요. 많이 사랑해 주시고 또 내년에도 같이 응원해 주셨으면 좋겠습니다. I said these three guys are crazy about Sonny and I know it. So stick with them and we'll come back stronger next year. And yeah, congrats on fantastic channel, fantastic growth this year, guys, and honored to meet you and see you soon.
Likewise. Thank you so much.
And let's do a lot more next season. We would love to keep working with you.
Yes, of course, we will.
Great to see you, David.
Take care, David.
Man, he's so hot, right? Like it's hard to say it to his face.
Also,
but like really
great
hot.
soccer analysis, great
like,
fan.
But also
appreciate his dedication to the team, Travis.
But also very hot. Like
Okay,
you can't not think he's hot.
Travis.
We have other callers, but we have a couple more super chats. This is a question I'm not prepared to answer. What do we need to Fluffhead? Thank you so much. What do we need to do to win?
We still get a provisional. We still have a provisional spot. So if one of those teams that's already in the tournament gets into Travis, don't press me on this. I know this at a surface level.
Vancouver, Miami,
Philly.
Who's still left?
Philly, because they got supporter shield.
Philly.
Yeah.
Cincy.
So you don't want San Diego to win. You don't want Minnesota to win. You don't want Cincy to win, I don't think.
We're going chalk. We want Vancouver. We want Miami.
Yeah.
If we want Champions League, we need a Vancouver versus Miami final. So we're big Thomas Muller fans on the show now.
He's
thank
injured,
you so much.
so.
I mean, multiple injuries on that turf tonight. In
Cincinnati, Miami, Galaxy, Nashville, Union.
So
San
Cincinnati
Diego.
is also who do we not want to win? Who do we not? Minnesota on the West.
They're not winning.
Who else?
San Diego.
No, San Diego's in. They were the Western Conference regular season winners.
Oh, they were. You're right.
Who on the East side then do we not want?
NYCFC.
Okay, so we want the best teams to win.
Yeah, they're not winning.
Yeah,
we just want the highest seeds to win, basically.
It's fine.
Okay. Thank you, Fluffhead, for your super chat. Danny, would we have lost if Olivier Giroud started?
Yeah, I think we would.
Yes. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, we would have lost.
I think we would have.
We would have lost 8-0. Thank you.
Let's
so
be
much,
clear.
Danny.
Let's be clear. This game really was. I feel like I say this all the time, and I'm not going to say I'm wrong other times, but this truly was a microcosm of the season. Like this season was the first half was shit. Sonny just arrived and completely saved our asses. That happened in this season. That happened in the game. Without Sonny, none of this was happening in the first place. We wouldn't have gotten nearly as far as we did in this game or this season. That's it. That's the story.
I can't stress this enough because Travis and I, we just say stuff because we like to say stuff. Darren is right all the time. Like he waits and just like he picks his spots and then he's like, hey, this can happen and this is how it's gonna be. And we're like, yeah, fucker, you waited this long. But he's right.
All I do is think about what you guys are saying over, and then I just summarize it at some point later in the show.
I just wait until I get drunk and bring in my dead dad, and then everyone's like, "Oh,
Oh, Travis, he's my favorite."
Super chat from an literally incomprehensible name. Thank you so much for your 10,000 won super chat. In my opinion, it was a very good game. If Son had more rest before the game, the outcome might have been different. He gave everything he had. I'm in tears for him. We get our trophy next year.
Truly,
I agree with everything said here.
They wrote, if he parentheses son is him. You can say he. He is him.
Yeah, why wouldn't you just say son instead?
Just say he.
I am
He is
so
him. He is the answer.
Optimistic for next year.
The truth, the life,
Truly.
the way. Is he God?
For
Say,
us,
son,
we are
son
in a
is the
difficult
father.
position for
Who's the
who
son?
God is, and it's him.
I am so optimistic for next year. I pray that the front office asking Son who he wants as a coach, what system he wants to play in. This is his team.
This is our one chance in a long time to start off on the foot that we've always wanted to start off on. Like, we are going to be, it's our season to lose from day one next year. Like, I truly, I envy whoever faces us. I don't know how they win. I don't.
I mean, today we should have won, but we also should have lost. And that's sports, baby. Ryan, you've been waiting for so long. Welcome to the show. You were up in Vancouver as well. How you doing, Ryan?
I mean, been better, I guess. It's
I guess that makes sense.
He's got the hat.
His hat
I
helped
have that
Ryan,
little
I'm gonna say it's the
brother
beginning of the call. It means so much that you're wearing the hat. It means so much. I appreciate being able to hang out with you after the end of our season this season, as we did in Columbus in person. This is helpful for us. This is necessary for us. I'm not trying to put pressure on what you're about to say, but I just want to say voice my appreciation for you being here.
You were there when we had alcohol with milk in it.
Yeah,
and
that's
when
true.
I talk about Columbus, I talk about alcohol with milk in it. So you can vouch for the fact that when we ordered shots for the table, there was
It was
milk
a special.
in the shot.
They said they had a special tonight, and it was alcohol with milk in it in shot form.
That
you can
Wait,
vouch
that
for
was a
this.
special?
It was
You don't
a
have to
special.
go back to Columbus. It's okay.
Thank you.
what a
It
place.
feels like we're in Columbus right now.
So Ryan,
what
talk
a
to
place.
us about Vancouver, your experience, any happy oh fuck, look.
Oh, yeah.
Get that ham.
I'll be right back.
You can't mention Columbus in front of a Hams.
Yeah.
It was probably very much the same as watching at home. It was it felt like the game was slipping away, and the section, the energy was flagging, and people were getting nervous and edgy. And then like the one goal really kind of woke everyone up, and the tie goal. Did the second goal come before the red card or after? It was before the red card.
No, right after.
It was right after,
It
yeah.
was the
So
foul.
they got
that-
the red. We
yeah.
tied it up. Like at that point, just everyone assumes we're gonna win this. Like we're either going to like finish it off before the 90 blows, or surely with 30 minutes we can beat them up a man. And everyone was optimistic and smiling and happy. And I felt like when the whistle blew for the first section of extra time, I just had a feeling this is not going to happen. we are not going to
Really?
like we like it still felt like surely we can score, but just it did not work out. And it was a bummer that we missed real chances that we got. They also fucking balled out. They were stopping us, like stepping in and clearing balls, and like their defending during extra time, being two men down, was really good, I thought.
To put a finer point on it, we've touched on this a number of times over the the show tonight, that might have been the best competition we have faced in a single game all season, in all competitions.
Yeah,
that might have
yeah.
been the most difficult game to have won.
I mean,
It
everyone's
truly,
saying that going into this, that this is potentially MLS Cup. These are
yeah.
And it was, we battled back, but yeah, it was a bummer getting out of there. But I enjoyed Vancouver. I've enjoyed my time here so far, and honestly, I'm kind of pulling for Vancouver to go all the way at this point. Like I feel like if they didn't have that shit field, I could feel a lot better about them. But I don't know. I'd rather see them take it than any of the other contenders. So.
Well, I mean, there's a good chance they will travel for the next round. Like I think that Minnesota neutralized the Sounders, but I think San Diego has enough to really take care of business. And so I think Vancouver San Diego is going to be an interesting game. That being said, I still think that the two teams that played tonight are the best two teams in the Western Conference. San Diego is an interesting team. I think they're a team that's their sum is greater than their parts, but like Vancouver LAFC has a great sum, but also has a Sun or a Mueller. Like they can put you over the edge.
Is it just the case that because we have Bouanga, we are going to be playing transition because he's not, the best passer, or could we get back to a little bit more possession? Because I feel like if we had more reps doing that during the season, like this wouldn't have felt so bad. This now we have to possess and score, and couldn't get it done. And like we don't get a lot of chances to do that. Like we just don't get the practice, so it looks bad when they have to do that. That's been my frustration with them this year.
No, I mean, it's an interesting thought. And honestly, you look at soccer around the world, it's going in the way where like a lot of teams are even Pep's Man City is becoming more of they're trying to become more of a transition team. Like this sport is becoming more athletic, and it's becoming this weird version of itself in which teams want to have the ball, but they also want to create space in which their athletic, incredible players like a Bouanga can run into those spaces. And I think we're going to see this transition into not just into sitting back, but into how do teams create in a way to get their players like a Bouanga into their best spaces. You're right. He's not exactly he's not a complete player. He's not Sonny can play in every way. You could play possession, you can play transition, you could do whatever. He's not.
And we saw some amount of him passing and him and Bouanga playing off each other, and not any of that tonight, really, right?
Yeah, I actually find it interesting that people always say oh, get a coach that will get the best out of Son and Bouanga. This coach did. He just only maximized for them, not for any other players. I think what LAFC has to look to in their next coach is, well, who gets a little bit more out of everyone else? Not just functionally. I think all the other players became functional players, whereas the stars were catered to. Steve Cherundolo caters to the stars. He says, let's be functional. Let's be pragmatic. Let's dominate our box in our half of the field. And then, you know what? My stars they're going to make things happen because that's what they do. Maybe the next coach says, okay, we've got that, but how can I turn it up a notch for these other guys? And that's what's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to next season. And now that I don't want to jinx it, but now that Champions Cup seems pretty likely, that was going to be my biggest thing that I would be upset about this season. I never felt like we were a championship winning team this year. It kind of felt towards the end of the season that we got hot at the right time, so who knows, but I never really felt like this was this was the year.
Well, thank
That's
you,
fair.
Ryan.
Yes.
We love you, and thanks for being a supporter from the very beginning and always hanging out. And
Yeah.
beautiful hat, by the way.
Have a good night.
Powerful
You as
hat.
well, Ryan. I think that's a really good point. Until Sonny showed up, I don't think any of us would have said this is a team that's winning MLS Cup.
We were saying gear up for a shit season is explicitly what we were saying. We were saying this is not gonna be good, guys. We're gonna end up somewhere near the top of the West, maybe. But like it was always gonna happen that maybe we weren't gonna have a great season, and here it is. That's what we were saying at the beginning.
I think there's a very good chance that Vancouver wins MLS Cup, and we brought them to the fucking brink, right? Like Vancouver is a very good team. I
think it's theirs to fuck up, honestly.
Certainly the West.
I agree.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the East is put on this weird pedestal that I guess used to be more earned, but I don't feel that impressed by them. I think Messi is on a weird team where he's obviously the best player in the world, but he's surrounded by players that some days can be a gamble. So I think they feel more beatable than Vancouver as a team. And since that's true of everybody in the West, honestly. Vancouver is fucking rock solid. That's a great team.
I mean, we were up 2 men and we lost the game. They're a good team. Adam, thank you so much for the super chat. What's the feeling of not being in constant Champions Cup next season?
We might not know.
I mean, there's still a good like playoffs are weird. Weird things can happen. We're in a position where we have a provisional spot. We still can lose that provisional spot. I feel better about this season as a whole than I did about last season where we lost to Seattle because I feel so hopeful about Sonny. Whereas the end of last season, I was like, this Giroud guy, we think can work, right? We know that Sonny can work.
We were pretty sure Giroud was going to work. That was a shocking development that he fucking blew it.
All of you guys are like, Giroud wouldn't work. Come on.
That's the other thing. It's tough that people. I get why everyone's so hard on the front office or whatever, but like we weren't set up to shit the bed the first half of the season. We were set up to take over the entire league the first half of the season with a legend who completely shit the bed, and then we were like, well,
who then went to France and is doing great again.
29 other teams.
He made headlines, but I don't. It was a handful of games, and they kind of did fine, I guess. Like he wasn't amazing all of a sudden again. He was okay. He was normal.
I remind you, look, 29 other teams would have said yes to Olivier Giroud. He also had his house broken into. His family didn't settle well. He went back to France. He went back to Lille, a place where he has played before, and his family feels better. Oh my God, he's playing better. But
yeah, it's almost like these are human beings.
Yeah, it's almost like he's a human being. To your point, Darren, he started out hot. He started out hot. He's now not relied upon in the same way that he was to start the season. He's not I think he's like the guy that they're like, okay, that was an experienced veteran. Now we're bringing in the talent. So I don't think in 6 months we're going to be like, oh, he's starting every game. He's being phased out.
No one gives a shit about Olivier Giroud anymore, right? Like I brought it up because it was at the end of last season, it was like, okay, but maybe we know we're in good hands with Son. No one is worried about the future of this club next season. Everyone knows we are a title contender next year, especially with a full off season where like people are going to come here because they want to play with Son. Ephraim, thank you so much for your super chat. Vaughn Amirian must be a good lawyer if he has enough to send all these super chats. Make sure you only call Amirian Law for your personal injury needs. Incredible.
Wow.
And I just want to say to our other potential future sponsors, this is what happens when you join
the show.
The Happy Foot Sad Foot Squad.
People paying money to shout
for
you
your
out.
own out spots. That's how much people love Vaughn Marion at Marion Law. Thank you so much, Ephraim.
A beloved,
and of course,
from one
thanks.
beloved member of the community to another.
And of course, thank you to our favorite caller, Marion Law, who, if you need personal injury insurance, just call 1-866.
Why do you always say insurance?
I did that also in that video, the Columbus video, right? Everything's insurance to me.
Yeah.
Personal injury law help.
Yep.
I would say it's lowercase I insurance because you have a personal injury lawyer.
All right, we have
that kind
other
of insurance.
callers.
Yes.
Okay, this
How
has
much
been-
longer are we doing this?
Cream of the crop. The people who have waited. The
We
heroes.
started.
Of
I
this
want
live
everyone to
stream.
know we got on StreamYards, which is the thing that we use to do this, at 5:40. I got on at 5:40 p.m. It is almost midnight.
Yeah.
I
So
was
if you're
racing
not a
back in it.
Patreon subscriber after this, what do we have to do to get you to be a Patreon subscriber? Go to
I was
Patreon.
at the time at
Start
5:45. I was
yelling
in
at people.
I
This
was
is
in
what I
an,
need.
I was in an Uber
This
and I
is
was
the
like,
energy.
I was in an Uber back from a kid's birthday party, and I was like, do I join from the Uber? The Uber driver is blasting very popular pop music. Will that get the stream shut down?
Yeah. Okay, we got to keep going
Anyway.
because we have super chats
Adam.
and callers.
Adam, you're on mute. Unmute if you want to join the show. Otherwise, we will get you as soon as you do unmute, and we will go on to
Adam, you're on. Are you here, Adam?
Adam. Shoot your shot.
Goodbye, Adam. Oscar, any happy vid or sad feed from the show or from the game?
Yeah, honestly, at this point, happy theaters, happy from our
The
live
show has
stream.
been going on longer, easily longer than the game.
Hey guys, sorry I couldn't see the watch along. I was actually at a Friendsgiving, but the Friendsgiving played the game, and we're all LAFC.
Oh,
That was
amazing.
great. So that
No
was great.
problem.
That was my happy foot. Sad foot, the loss, obviously. I really felt so. I'll try to keep this short, but I felt like the game was a reflection of the season. For the first half, we were doing just terrible. They were just not coming together. Second half, he brought Sonny in. He brought it back for everyone. Brought us back to glory. But one thing that frustrates me is that Sonny and Blanca can't do all the work. This is like you can't really depend on them to do everything. This is a collaborative effort. Sure, they're star players, but if we bring it all together, have everyone, have a role, we're gonna do great. And that's honestly frustrating. And it really reminded me of I was telling someone at Friendsgiving, it reminded me of the World Cup final, where like the first half they were just tied, and then Mbappe just did it all himself. He just like if no one's doing it, I'll do it. And it's funny I mentioned that because Lloris was there, and then we know how that went in penalty. So that's a funny comparison to bring up. So, well, I'm happy that Dolo's gone forever. At least I hope he's not even going to be in the same country anymore, right? He's
back to Germany. I'm so happy that he's gone, so I don't have to fucking talk about him anymore.
Yeah,
I can't wait to never talk about Steve Cherundolo again.
Can I say what's really interesting to me? Not talking about anything on the field, but I had the opportunity.
Vince, I want you to know you sound so drunk.
I am. I had the opportunity to spend a lot of time with Steve in that first year because we did the coaches show.
Yeah.
He was so much looser than what we saw. Like as it progressed, it became like a different version of Steve. Like it really did go along the lines of like it started to get tighter. And maybe I don't think that had anything to do with the players on the field, but that version of the coach that like when you lose, like we all watch him and we say like, oh, I want him to tell me something that makes me feel better. I can actually understand when people say like, he didn't make me feel better, because I think that he did get not worse, but just he didn't do the things or didn't say the things that I feel like people wanted to hear, which was interesting to me because honestly, that first year, he was very fun. Like he was very much like, oh, this is okay. We do all this while also being like in the background, by the way, I'm building a team that's going to win MLS Cup. So
and he did 1 point.
And he did. And so I think I can't disagree with you guys, at least in the terms of he doesn't make me feel good. And I think I 100% agree. No, I'm not saying that to make anyone feel small. I 100% agree. Like, he started to be like, I don't care. Like, and I don't know why, and I have nothing to do with that, but it was different. He was different.
It felt like a guy who like puts in his 2-week notice and just kind of half-asses it. I feel like that's how it was for the full season. At least, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but
Well, it might not be that he's half-assing it, but more so that, like, there's no stakes, right? Like, if he doesn't do well, he's already leaving. And it's sort of what we said when the announcement was made. It's like, it's a weird position for a coach to be in. We're like, okay, I'm going to just try my best and we trust you. Like, if you want to leave, leave. Don't put us in this weird position. That also puts your assistant coaches in a weird position as well.
I think the story of Dolo is, I feel like this is, I've experienced something sort of similar or analogous. That I think he was really a player's coach. I think he was a guy who was all about trusting the players. He was a guy who was like, these are all humans. These are all adults. These are all guys who are here for a reason, and they're extremely talented. And I'm about trusting them to do what they do. I'm about putting them in the right position to succeed and then them executing. And I think when that gets strained and then you have to make choices about whether or not to compromise on that kind of a value proposition to players, it becomes a very difficult thing to sustain and to say, like, yeah, I'm going to stick with it. I understand, like, he's a good cop, you know? He's not going to be like, I'm going to play bad cop. He's not going to be like, I'll switch now and be like, someone said in the chat here just a minute ago, like, we need a disciplinarian of sorts. And I get the idea that it's like, once it becomes clear that maybe we do need more of a disciplinarian, maybe we do need more of a bad cop, I understand the idea of him being like, well, I'm not going to be that guy. You know, like, I don't want to be that guy. I'm not here to do that. I'm here to trust the players. I'm here to let the players play and do their thing. And if it becomes clear that what's needed here is a different kind of approach, like, I don't think it makes sense for me to be that guy to do that thing. That's not what I do. So I think that's a lot of where the tension is at and where the disconnect is at between fans and front office and the coach.
Oscar, I'm going to say thank you so much for calling, because we have been doing this for 6 hours.
Yeah, you guys been on for a while.
We got to wrap up. Thank you so much, Oscar.
Thank you.
Thank you for always hanging out. We love you.
And happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
You as well. Thank you,
Happy
Oscar.
Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Talk to you soon.
I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it, guys. It's just
No, we're so close. You got to
We're
get
so
to the finish
close.
line quickly. Jello Boy, thank you so much for the super chat. Travis, last shot. Nightcat, no. This was before we did this shot. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this.
Vince, you're gonna make it. We're so close. Jello Boy.
Jello Boy says, Travis, last shot. No. The answer is no. Thank you for the super chat.
Oh man.
Jello
Boy, take us home.
The final super chat before we get to our last callers. The final no one else send a super chat, please.
just stop.
Please stop. LAFC is life.
Send us a
It's
super
so
chat.
funny
Support the
to
show.
To rewind to the beginning of the show to see how far gone you from sober to current status. When we started, I was the only drunk one, and now there's 3 drunk people. LAFC is life. Thank you so much.
I opened a new beer like not long ago.
Okay.
It's midnight.
Yeah, it's midnight. We started not before 6 p.m. So we got to hurry through these.
This is
Paulie
like a
on the
real
Eli.
Fucking, you guys.
Paulie on the
Does
Eli.
not have a real job.
Let's go.
Oh, fucking Paulie! God damn it!
What's up, boys? Hey,
It's a
can I
great
just
shirt.
say I fucking love like drunk, introspective Vince. Like, dude, next time I'm in Long Beach at the Bamboo Room, drinks are on me, dude. I love the vibes. Like, they're a
Paulie,
little
Bamboo
depressive,
Room,
but you know,
I'm
like a
in.
good coffee.
It's a good spot.
Yes, I'll see you there, dude. My
Okay,
ties
I'm in.
on me. All right. Let's see.
That'll get you there quickly.
Happy foot, sad foot. Yeah, no, I'm trying to go quick. Sorry, I'm trying to raise the energy, you know?
Oh no,
It's
I'm
a little,
talking about that. I'm talking about Mai Tais. Mai Tais will get you there quickly.
Oh, yeah, I make a great one too, but we'll go to the bamboo room. I'll see you there, Vince. Hey, so shout out to fucking Happy Foot Coach Dolo giving us the full Tottenham experience where you get to see a generational talent do something incredible and still fucking lose. Like, wow. Way to go, Spurs. Like, all our LAFC brethren, this is how it is to be a Spurs fan, and that's why I'm not fucking one of them. So, you know. No, also, Travis, don't brag. Fuck Arsenal too. Like, all you, like, big,
Wait, share who you are a supporter of.
Yo, Crystal Palace, bro. So, like, if you're a big six, you're a fucking
God, you're
loser,
such a
dude.
hipster.
Win
Shout
something.
out to Eze. Shout out to Eze.
Crystal Palace isn't a real place. I'm sorry. I don't understand. Crystal Palace
Palace
is like
is made of crystal.
it's like
Yeah.
a level
Yo,
in a
I
video
chose it
game. It's not a
'cause-
real place.
Hey, at least we fucking win something once in a while.
Do you?
So,
I don't
let's see.
I don't follow that shit. Who cares?
Oh my god, dude, you're drunk.
Are you
just
from
give me
Crystal Palace?
Burbank.
Paulie from the E line. Any happy fit or sad
You have
feet from the
you
game?
have family in Crystal Palace?
No, I chose the
Crystal
name because it's funny.
Is the
Yeah.
princess
All
trapped in
right,
Crystal
let's-
Palace?
Happy
Darren, what was
feet.
the name of the mall in DC? Was it Crystal
Shut
City?
up, dude. We don't care.
Crystal
Let me
City
just
Mall?
talk. Can I give my
Oh, it's
fucking
Pentagon City.
happy
Yeah,
feet?
go, Paulie.
Let
Go,
him
Paulie.
Oh, yes.
My happy feet is normal fucking Dolo with that Tottenham Spurs ass energy where it's like, yeah, great fucking time in the beginning where we just do jack shit, play our worst midfielders. Goodbye. Go to Germany, dude. I don't give a fuck. Goodbye, dude. Then, oh, sorry. My wife told me to be quiet.
Hey, she's right.
She's right. But Travis is wrong. Let's see.
Fuck you.
I love this fucking show, man.
Let's see. It's okay. Like I'll come for Burbank too, dude. Burbank. Yeah,
Burbank?
no, but for real.
That's how I describe our
Goodbye.
My ties
you
on
feel
you
good?
in
Okay.
my ties on you in Long Beach. My ties on me in Burbank.
Yeah, where am I gonna get my time, Burbank, dude?
Good point.
Dude, like let's go get drinks with like fucking Dolo and
Wait,
Oh,
isn't
dude,
there
he's-
a
he's-
famous Tiki Bar Steakhouse in Burbank? What?
no, it's in Glendale. It's in
Oh, that's in
Glendale.
Glendale. That's in Glendale.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
it's
Travis,
There's a great tiki
meet
bar
me
in
there.
Burbank, actually.
Actually, no, not Travis.
Fuck you.
But the other two of you, meet me there.
All right.
My ties
Paulie
on
the
me,
E-line.
stakes on use. I love it. I can't wait for a new coach that can actually use our fucking talent that we have. All right. Like we saw 45 minutes of fucking Dolo ball. And what did that get us? Fucking nothing. You put the Irish guy in, all of a sudden we scored 2 goals. I'm just saying.
Who put
all
the
right?
Irish guy in though? Who put him in?
Yeah, what
Oh,
happened?
who gives a shit, dude?
It was
I
Mark
don't care.
DeSantos. It
Mark
was Mark
DeSantos.
DeSantos.
Mark
Probably.
punches Dolo in the face.
Yo, I'm
He's-
into Mark
He's out
DeSantos.
cold, and then they have the second half.
Yeah, exactly, dude. That's why he's fucking like that. When someone puts in their resignation letter, just fire them. Like word of advice to everybody, just fire them. All right. When they're like, "Oh, I'm done." All right. But
To
for
be fair,
real,
usually when someone puts their letter of resignation, you don't need to fire them. Usually they leave.
yeah, but he fucking didn't. He dragged our ass out and gave us just that Spurs experience for like fucking 6 months, dude. I can't. Ugh. All right. I don't want
we
to
love
take
you,
up. I
Paulie.
know
Thank
you've
you
been
so much.
doing your thing. Love you guys, except Travis.
Fuck you.
I don't give a shit, dude. All right, Vince, I'll meet you at the bamboo room in like
Yeah,
2
I'll be
hours.
there.
Well, it's a little late. I'll meet you
I am with
tomorrow.
QB.
Tomorrow, 8 p.m. Meet you there. Whatever. See y'all lads next season. Can't
Paul,
wait. It's gonna be
You and me,
sick.
we're going to Broken
about me?
Compass.
What about me?
Broken Compass Tiki
Nope,
Bar.
fuck you, Travis.
Can I be there?
Travis, I will fight you under the oldest palm tree right outside BMO Stadium. But it's okay. Only body shots, all right? We'll go body, old school. Oh, wait, he's
Body
an
to
East Coast
body.
guy. He doesn't know that shit, dude.
I know
All
about
right, my
body
bad.
shots.
Isn't it on
Bye,
a fight
Paulie.
period?
Fuck
Dude, Connecticut.
You get the Jeff experience,
The
bitch.
best timed hang up yet.
That's
Adam,
the
welcome
worst
to the
Connecticut.
show. We're not doing the
We have to go.
in-between
We have to
shit.
go
Hi,
fast
everyone.
because we have.
That was very
Adam.
triggering because I got to get up in 8 hours to get that Tottenham experience against
Okay,
the
come
Arsenal
on.
tomorrow.
Yikes.
Oh, and
Yeah.
guess
Oh,
what?
don't
Arsenal's
do
gonna settle you.
I was going to go to the Greyhound, but I think I'll just stay home. It's going to go south.
I live close
Is Tottenham
to
playing
Greyhound.
Arsenal tomorrow?
Yeah.
God damn it, Darren. God
Adam.
damn it.
I don't care.
Adam,
I'm sorry.
Happy
I root for the
Peters-
team
Shut
that's
the
from
fuck
my
up.
fucking
It
city.
is so Jen, my wife just
I
texted
can't hear
me,
Travis
"Are
for
you
some reason, but I
okay?"
think my StreamYard has been screwing up.
Your
But
wife is
maybe I've
wondering
just,
whether
you
you're
know,
alive. Do you have a wonder?
My wife
Oh,
texted,
what's her-
"Are you okay?" Because we've been doing this for so long. Adam,
well,
please.
Happy Foot, Sad Foot, mostly already said Happy Foot that, you know, free kick from Son. You know, that's why we watch this game, just for the moments like that. And, you know, that again, it's obviously a sad loss, but I'll remember that. And my parents were in town watching, and they, you know, not soccer fans at all. And I think every time my dad has watched a game with us, it's always ended up like 0-0. And, you know, he's just like, why are we even watching this? And this he was excited about. So it was nice to, you know, have them here for that. Sadfoot, obviously the turf. I've been to that stadium a few times, and it's god awful. Obviously on TV it looks awful, and yeah, the schedule change I think, you know, makes this league more respect. You know, at least we'll follow the rest of the footballing world. Next is the turf. They got to change that immediately, and we got to play on grass across the board, just so people take us seriously.
100% agree.
Or at
I'm
least
so
better
sick
turf.
of I'm so sick of watching LAFC play so different on turf wherever they play, and it feels like such a cop out to blame the turf. But it's like, can you mention it without blaming it? Like it is a genuine factor, and it shouldn't be as much of a factor as it is in every single game that they play on it. It's disgusting. Like I hate it. I hate watching them have to adjust to a completely different playing surface and play a completely different game every time they play in these different cities. It feels so stupid.
I'm wondering because the BC Place is going to be a World Cup venue, so obviously they have to bring in proper grass for that. I'm wondering if that'll stay for the duration or if it's like temporary. No, it's just temporary.
Yeah, Seattle's the same. They
okay.
have to bring it in, and it's dictated by the place. I don't think they'll keep it.
Got it. Well, it's a shame. But yeah, obviously it's late. But thank you guys for doing this all day. It makes the loss you know, easier to you know, at least do it with family, as I consider all of you guys. So thank you guys, and happy Thanksgiving, and
I'll see you
talk
at
to you soon.
Thanksgiving, family.
Happy
And I just want to
Thanksgiving.
say, your lighting is exactly the Queen Bohemian Rhapsody. Oh, he left, but he had the exact Queen Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah,
You know
that
what I'm
was
talking
near
about?
and dear to my heart. Do I know
Where
what
it's
you're
like
talking about?
orange
My
off
God.
on
very
one
cinematic.
side. We have a couple more super chats and a couple more callers. I can't believe you guys are still here with us. I want to
This is
leave.
incredible.
This is from
I left the
Alouette.
gun in the other room.
We can still win this game, guys.
This is from Alouense. Oh, wait, we have another lawyer. Call Raul Sabado or Kratu Patel for your criminal case.
I'm
needs.
sorry.
Oh,
Make
well.
up your mind.
Oh, yeah,
What?
which one? Who
Give
am I
us-
calling?
You're giving us a choice?
I'm in a
Well-
lot of criminal cases, so
When one of us drives drunk tonight, who are we going to
no,
call?
I'm already home.
We're home.
We're all home.
Thank
Well, guess
the
what?
Fucking Lord, we're home.
I know who I'm going to call because they gave us 2 super chats. Hopefully you don't need it, but Kratu Patel can get you out of jail. 2 Kratu Patels for 1 Raul Sabado? We're calling Kratu Patel on this show.
Is this
Unless you get injured, in which your case you're calling Von Marion and Marion Law.
Marion Law.
Yeah.
Thank you to all the lawyers that are super chatting ads.
We are a magnet for
Rough
lawyers.
business. Rough business. You really got to get
Okay.
after it.
We have 2 more callers. No one else click the link.
Keep
to call.
calling in. Keep
No.
keep commenting.
Please,
keep calling
God,
in.
I'm
keep
so
watching.
tired.
I need to sleep.
Let's
This is
fucking
over.
go all night,
And-
baby.
Wait, I'll say this. Unless you have something that is uniquely novel, like you actually have a point that is
Listen,
different.
I need to say, no,
I'm
I
sorry.
believe.
No. I am gonna sit here after you guys go to bed in your
Alright,
little
well, that's fine.
beds,
That's
and
on
I'm
you.
gonna edit the show and put it up. This is
Your
amateur
little
hour.
I'm just saying,
okay?
if
In your
someone shows
little
up and goes,
bed.
"Happy foot,"
This is nothing for me. I
Happy
will be up
foot, son.
long after
Sad foot
12,
Dolo. I'm
13
gonna kill
a.m.
myself.
This
I
is
will kill myself.
nothing. You guys,
Okay.
you guys,
LAX Andy,
show
welcome
up,
to the
guys.
show. Welcome to the
Guys.
show, LAX Andy. Are you on your way to LAX?
No, so I went to sleep 2 hours ago,
Yeah, fair.
Good,
and
good.
because I have a 6-week-old, I have
Yeah.
to wake up and
That's
feed
fair.
him every 3 hours.
That makes sense.
So I turn on the television and see somehow you guys are still talking about this game.
No. We're still here. That doesn't mean we're talking about the
Yeah,
game.
no, I'm with you. This is Travis's fault.
I have no.
Wait, how is it my fault? Explain that.
You fucking love this. You love every second of this.
I'm
you love
hammered.
it.
I'm out of my mind hammered right now. Go ahead.
Which is why you love it.
I have no idea what you guys have been talking about for the past 2 hours, but I will
Same.
just say happy
No one
foot.
does.
My wife did join us for the live stream, and she laughed a lot because it was the first time that she watched the show. So shout out, you guys doing a great job with the new listeners. And just again, no idea what people have said, what they've been complaining about Dolo. I'm sure plenty tonight, but I just want to express my gratitude, not just for this season, but for 4 incredible seasons that we've been able to put a competitive team, a team that I've been able to go into every season, every postseason, thinking we're going to compete for an MLS Cup. The bar has been set to the new coach. I hope you're able to win an MLS Cup in the first season, because that's what the last guy did. So that's all I got. Again, just thanks to these guys. It was a gut punch in the first half tonight, and they showed up. They really, really showed up, and I'm just so damn proud of them. And I know that we're going to take that momentum in the next season and compete once again, just like we do every season since we've started.
This is such a wonderful point, Andy. Like, this is a game we should be proud of, even though we lost. Yes, it feels like shit because we should have won, but we also should have lost, right? Like, both of those things are true. And I also want to say you have been with us from the beginning. Congratulations on your new child, who I believe you named after one of us. Is that right? Andy, thank you so much for everything you do. We love you so much, and congratulations on Darren Vince Travis, on little baby Dins. Congratulations on little baby Dins.
Baby Travis.
Thank you so much,
baby
LAX.
Travis.
Andy.
And
Thank you, Andy,
I
for all the support.
I have to go to LAX in 2 days if you're available. I would love.
You got it. I'll install the car seat.
Okay, good. Thank you so much, Andy. We love you.
Thank you, Andy. I got to give it to Andy for a father of a newborn child waking up in the middle of the night with his child and having such clarity in his commentary of the game and of the season. That's from one dad to another. I feel very proud of that.
And
that
also doing the dad whisper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, God. So good.
Andy's
the
organized our very first meetup with a photo. We love Andy.
The gold standard, truly.
LAX Andy is better than all 3 of us, and we need to all agree. And I just want to say, Gomez 91, all West Coast viewers have gone to sleep. The Koreans and Tunis fans are now on. Now,
this is a real fan right here.
Let me just
say,
the people of Tunis, the people of Tunis.
Yep.
I am so
Get
sorry.
Fucked. That's what I say.
No, I'm so sorry.
Have you
Fuck
ever thought about
you!
traveling there, Travis?
No, I'm so sorry to the people of Tunis for disrespecting your club.
Yep, their culture, everything.
I didn't disrespect their culture. I
Yeah,
just
you did.
disrespect their club.
You did by being white.
Okay, we got to get through this fast. Ryan, welcome to the show.
Are we
Happy
done?
Foot, Sad Foot.
I've been here. I just wanted to let you guys know that I survived my Guinness shits. And I've
Hell
Oh
yeah.
wow!
happy foot.
Thank you, Ryan.
Was
Thank you
it?
for
Did
the
you feel
updates.
good?
No, I feel dirty. And I remembered my other happy foot.
Oh, good,
Coaching
yeah.
happy. We and the conversation about Arsenal and Crystal Palace reminded me. We seem to be out of danger of a potential Big Ange signing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's done. That's not gonna happen.
I now that we're hour 9 into the show, it's going to be Mark Dos Santos. It would be I would be very surprised if it's not Mark Dos Santos. Everyone should be prepared for Mark Dos Santos. I feel like it's going to be Mark Dos Santos.
Yeah.
I am very well and truly prepared to welcome our glorious nationally ambiguous new leader. And yeah, as a Nottingham Forest fan, I'm very happy that I never have to hear that Australian's name again.
My God. I wonder what it means. I wonder if that means it's Mark Dos Santos, but not with Ante Razov.
Yeah, I don't think Razov is going to be here.
He looked upset. He looked upset on the pitch today.
I would say Ante Razov looked less engaged than Mark Dos Santos and Steve Cherundolo.
I thought I clocked a couple eye rolls from him off on the side, and I said him doing the fucking kind of thing.
I would say I won't be surprised if some other team picks Ante Razov up
for sure
as a head coach and he does very well.
Real shit.
Yeah.
That won't be surprising to me.
But I'm sure we won't hear about it.
Nah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hold you guys hostage.
Ryan, we love you. Thanks for calling in twice.
Mwah.
See you next season.
We lost the last caller. There was someone else.
Oh, thank God.
That's so funny.
But don't worry, we have other super chats.
Fuck me.
Yes, let's go.
Travis Hatt wants to know.
You guys really think Ante was disengaged from that?
No, there was just a couple of shots where he was sitting and Mark Dos Santos and Dola were
I
talking.
think that's one of those things where you just catch someone at a point.
Yeah.
We
I wouldn't be
know you're
surprised.
friends with all these people. It's
No, I'm not
fine.
friends with them. I just know them. I know what they're like. Look, Ante's a cool dude. You can't forget, he was the original goal scorer, the guy back in the day. He's competitive.
He scored the first goal, I think, in soccer history.
No, that's
in soccer
Airplane
history?
Yeah,
the history of the
soccer
game
goal
of
of all time.
soccer?
First soccer goal of all time.
Airplane
Ancient
Ronaldo did that. Let's back it up.
Yeah, Ronaldo scored the first goal in soccer history.
In the pyramids?
Yeah.
But Ante was the original kind of do everything forward. A very good player. I know him. I've literally played soccer against him, which was fun and interesting because he is a fucker. He's. I remember. I vividly remember this. There was a game. Okay, the rules were when we would play against LAFC staff, just period. No sliding because everyone was old and didn't want to get hurt. I won a ball in this weird circumstance in which I was basically going to be in on goal, and Ante slid from behind, and it was clean. It actually was clean, and he got me, and it was whatever. He slid, but here's the thing: if the coaches slide, you can't say anything because it's the coaches, right? And so we always had half times for these things, and you'd take a second, we'd get some water. And he walked over to me and he goes, "You know what you should have done?" And I just said, "Fuck you, go fuck yourself." And he goes, "Okay, I guess you don't want to know how to become a better player." I go, "Ante, I'm old. Who fucking cares?" He goes, "Yeah, but what you should have done was your touch was bad, blah, blah, blah." And I said to him, "Okay, you're right." He goes, "Hey, I was just trying to help you, buddy," and walked away.
Oh my
And,
god.
That's
That's someone who you want as a coach, I think.
Yeah, no, he
I think that's a
fucking
good
gets
coach.
it. Like, he's so
Fuck that guy. He's a good coach.
I'm not even gonna lie. Like playing against him and the things that he would do, even on the field with old people, like he's an incredible player, understands the game. I just think he's such a competitor, and so when you see him in snapshots, you see him when he's like, "Oh fuck this! I can't believe this is happening," versus whatever. I'm not gonna say he's not gonna be there, but if he's not going to be there, it's because he's an incredible competitor and he wants to be a head coach. I think he believes he should be, and I think maybe he should be, but there's always the moments, and maybe he sticks around and then he goes somewhere else. He loves it here. He is from here. I don't know with him, but I respect Ante Razov. I think people shouldn't forget how much of a player Ante Razov was.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he scored the first goal in soccer history.
Yeah, that was Eric Ronaldo again.
Eric Ronaldo scored the first goal in soccer history.
I want to get through these super chats so we can go to fucking bed.
Sure. I just had to tell that story because
some of us are going to edit this thing and then
but
put it live. The longer we go, the harder it is to edit. I want you guys to know that.
Yeah, it's fun for us.
Travis's hat, my hat says, "Am I allowed to come back home, Papa? I'm proud of you, hat. I think you did a really good
The hat
job.
did a very good job.
And
Tried.
the hat's strength, as we now know, relies a lot on me and being at home.
No, I think it just relies on it being done in at regular time.
You did such a good job, hat. You did such a good job, hat, and I'm so proud of you. You're a really good hat. A really good hat. So thank you to my hat. And whoever has it, Chris and Brooke, we'll figure out how to get it back to me.
Or just
Adam, no, don't keep my hat. I like the hat. At this point, Adam says, just tell us the Vanny gossip.
Wait. It's gone so long. I feel like
It's 12:30 in the morning.
Wait, can Darren cut it out of our episode?
No,
we cut it out.
We got permission to tell this story.
We're not going to reveal our source.
Okay, I'm just going to read this. I'm just going to read this from the text.
From our source that will remain anonymous.
Yep.
If you want to know this source, you'll have to slit our throats to do it.
So this is,
and then we'll be dead, so you won't know still.
For those of you still listening, which I can only imagine are tens of thousands of you. Here is what happened with Danny Sartini. Suck Steve Cherundolo's dick.
This is some late night shit. Let's do it.
Our source said, first, let me know when you want to know the backstory on the dick sucking.
To which we were like, yeah, I think
now,
we want to know.
We said now.
Of course, we want to know the backstory on the dick. Let me know when you want to know.
I think we're always game to know the backstory on any dick sucking. All dick sucking. I want to know the backstory on. Okay,
that's our show.
After we say, of course, we want to know the backstory. That was the game LAFC eliminated Vancouver in 2023 playoffs. 1-0 final score. Bouanga scored a PK. If you remember, there was a weird play right at the end of the game where Vancouver player was lining up for a long shot and he got clipped by the ref and fell down. This is that you remember it.
You can see it.
Vela had a breakaway and passed it to Denis, who scored, but then it was weirdly offside and goal didn't count. I learned the offside rule for the first time as an adult during that game because it was the goalie was out on this shot. And so there was a person in front of them, but I guess you need two people, which I had never known because the goalie is always there.
Goalkeeper has nothing to do with the offside rule.
It's just two people.
Correct.
Okay. Then they send us a clip of the play to remind us. Then they say, that was in stoppage time. Dash. Could have been ChatGPT. Sartini lost his shit.
Stop.
And got ejected. Who uses a dash besides ChatGPT?
Dash. Fuck Chat GPT for taking the dash from us. The dash
GPT goes rogue and is like, guys, I'm going to tell you what happened. I know. It's in my database. I got to tell you.
That was in stoppage time, dash, ChatGPT. Sartini lost his shit and got ejected. He got a red card. At the final whistle, he came back on the field after getting a red card and was acting crazy and screaming about the refs sucking LAFC's dick all the time repeatedly. He was crazed. He then started saying good game to the players and coaches, shook Steve's hand and goes, quote, great game, but why are they always sucking your dick? They are always sucking your dick all the time. Suck, 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 just like this, end quote. And then he went down.
Suck, suck, suck is wild.
In the locker room, Steve said, quote, I have no idea what he was doing. So let me just say that again, one more time, because this is public information for the first time. Shook Steve's hand and goes, quote, great game, but why are they always sucking your dick? They are always sucking your dick all the time. Suck, 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 just like this, end quote. And then he went down. In the locker room, Steve said, quote, I have no idea what he was doing. And I said, can we share this anonymously on the show if we win tomorrow? And they said, yes, you can share. Quote, sources close to the dick sucking situation confirm this account. Well, sources close to the dick sucking situation have confirmed that Vanni Sartini said, suck, 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 just like this, before he went down on Steve Cherundolo.
Which is scarier. It's actually terrifying.
Suck, 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 just like this.
If I was Steve, I'd be like, oh, fuck, this guy's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he went on to say he's going to murder a ref moments later.
Yeah.
I
mean,
well, I think that he might have realized how insane he was being and then had to quickly come up with something that was worse to cover it up.
And then Steve was like, I'm going back to Germany. I
Yeah.
don't need this shit.
But he was like, this was sexual. I have to come up with something worse that's not sexual.
Oh, that's a good call. He was like,
And so
oh.
that we can all cover it up and we can find
Wait,
me
Darren,
for
do you
that.
think he was covering up his performance on the field?
I don't think it's not possible that was what was happening.
I think he immediately was like, "Oh, I'm insane."
Even
I've
crazier.
gotta, like,
Do you think
threaten to kill the ref so
but
that we can talk about that instead? It's a
But he
Trump
walked
move.
off the field and then had to have like a time before he went into that room to do the press conference. Do you think a PR person was like, "Hey,
yes, there was a
say you're
real
gonna kill a ref.
Armando Iannucci
You need to say you're going to kill a ref
in the loop
Me
moment
too.
where
So
everyone was like,
bad
"What do
because
we
I cannot
do?"
explain that you tried to suck a guy's dick on the field."
Yes.
Hey, Vanny. Hey, Van, get in here.
Hey, Van.
Do you want to? What would you rather be known for, Van? Pretending to suck a guy's dick or threatening to murder someone? What's cooler to you? You would go, I guess, threatening to murder someone.
I'm thinking, what's cool to me is
if you're a coach, it makes sense.
I'm a big fan of Nickelback and air guitar. So
we gotta
what's
sell
cool to me.
suck merch. We're gonna sell some suck merch next season. Okay, a couple of super chats, and then we gotta go because we've still people keep sending them in because we love them. Go to patreon.com/happyfootsadfoot if you really love us.
We've had 0 Patreon signups this whole night.
Yeah, what is the point of this if we're not getting Patreon sign up? Efrain Benitez again. Which one of you is meeting for the post-game live stream? Rain, not me.
There's a wave. There's a wave.
There's a wave. Websby whack.
Oh fuck! I'm done.
Efrain, thank you so much for the super chat.
We've uncovered multiple deaths at raves in the spot that BMO Stadium sits in.
It's haunted.
Yeah, it's true.
It's haunted.
Thank you to X7E for your 2001 super chat. So sad that LAFC lost. Cheer up, son. I think we all agree. Cheer up, son.
Cheer up, son.
He's the only one we care about.
Honestly, yeah. Hey, send them all. Execute everyone else.
French Revolution, everyone. Except for Sonny.
There is also something very funny about the tone of Korean fans to Son, which is like, I'm worried about his spirit. It's like, yeah, he's an athlete. He can handle it.
I mean,
but yeah, he's the only one we like. I'll say that. Everyone else can fucking die. Okay, Jelly Boy. Thank you so much, Jelly Boy, for this reminder. Don't forget to take the episode photo.
We're done.
We have to. Jelly Boy. Okay, ready? Wait, be set. Yeah. Okay, Vince. That
oh,
works.
that's gonna be
3,
terrible for the
2,
algorithm. They're
okay, yeah.
gonna hate that.
Don't do it. Give
Don't
a thumbs
do that,
down,
Vince.
Vince. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Thank you so much for letting us get that thumbnail.
Way too long.
Montravius once again said, wait, did someone mention Kratu Patel? Wow, I love Kratu Patel.
This is a joke we're not in on.
Oh boy.
I love the lawyer Kratu Patel. Thank you so much for your super chat. The rule is we have to say it if they super chat it. We can't not say it.
Bad rule. Next season,
Cheapest ad on the market right now.
I'm trying to click this, Darren. Stop clicking it.
Shut up.
The last one is MRSG. This is the final super chat. No one send any more. I never knew Max Bredos went by anonymous. Vince, anything to say?
It is definitely not Max Bredos. That's the funny thing.
I can confirm it is not Max Bredos.
I can't confirm that.
Okay, I'll say this. Max would be upset that we said it for him. He would want to say it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. He would want to come on the show and tell the story himself.
Vince knows more people in the club than Max Bredos. I just know people who DM me on Instagram. And they were right about Jailson. I'll say that. Okay.
Whoa.
Would have been nice to have him today, wouldn't it have?
Yeah,
okay.
Maybe.
It is.
Well, Delgado is the reason we lost tonight. No one's mentioned it yet, but that's the whole story. Goodbye.
So listen, it's 12:30.
It's fucking.
We got
late.
on. We started the stream at 6 p.m. This is
It's
by
truly
far
not
the
Max.
longest we've done it. I just want to say thank you to everyone for hanging out all night. If you're not a subscriber or a Patreon, please consider doing either. If you're not a subscriber, why are you watching?
That's
we've been doing this for
crazy.
6
Subscribing to the
straight hours.
YouTube channel is free. And we've been doing this for more than 6 hours, for almost 7 hours.
I just want to say tonight has been a roller coaster. I felt sad, then I felt gleeful, then I felt worried. Now I feel grateful. I feel very grateful to these two people that I'm doing the show with. I feel very grateful to the people who are watching this still after 6 hours of us doing this. I feel very grateful to this club and to this city and to this community. And we are going to have a season wrap-up show for sure. But while I'm drunk, I just want to say it is such a joy to be able to ramble onto a computer and interact with strangers about this thing that I love, this club that I love, this team that I love, who let us down today. But honestly, no, they didn't let us down. They gave us a really spirited effort after a letdown of a first half. I cannot be mad about this game. And we are coming back next year in an incredible position. We didn't have a great year. We got to go to the Club World Cup. We played Chelsea in a competitive match. We played Club America in a competitive match. We lost a game essentially by chance that I would bet money Vancouver is in MLS Cup final, at least, if not winning the whole thing. So I just want to say to everyone, thank you for hanging out with us through the bad and the good. Thank you to Darren and to Vince for being incredible co-hosts. And thank you to the city of Los Angeles and to LAFC for creating this community that allows us to do this. And most of all, thank you to Vaughn Amirian and Amirian Law, the greatest person in the city of Los Angeles. And if you ever get sideswiped by another car and your neck hurts a little bit, make sure you call Vaughn Amirian at Amirian Law at 866.
This was all a plug?
Are we back? Because next year, 2026, we will be back with a full season of Son Heung-min, Denny Bawanga, and our new head coach, Mark DeSantos, who we all believe in. We all believe in Mark DeSantos. Thank you for watching. Thank you for an incredible season. We'll give you one more.
Brought to you by DoorDash.
Our season review episode is coming soon. And I just want to say for one last time, I love you. Bye.
I love you. Bye.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Yeah, Vin, you don't get it from Vince unless we win. Bye.
Yeah, we didn't win.
Bye.